Oh boy, I'm at it again. Thanks, Shalem. Right about now, I was at it again with niggas and bitches and homies and friends and that's how it begins.
What up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the NoNamers podcast. Who's shook? I'm Nestor.
My friend got rocked.
This is Adrian.
He got rocked.
Adrian got rocked so hard, he thought you killed yourself. For reals, fam. Oh, we have special guests, guys, here in studio. They didn't call in; they're actually here. Mm-hmm. One returning guest, one you. You want to tell them your name?
Day.
My name's Felipe. Fan Bam here, Nestor and Adrian.
Don't use that word.
That's so 90s.
Who says fan bam?
If we don't read.
People who use the word fan bam are the people whose family hate them. At least that's how I see it. Everyone who hashtags.
I don't hate you.
You use fan bam?
Never in my life. My vocabulary is legendary.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm Devin.
Devin?
Devin.
Like Kevin?
Yeah.
But with a D.
Like Devin Hester, the punt return.
But yeah, so
That's my idol.
we have some new guests and Felipe. What's the last time you were here, Felipe? Like earlier this year, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, we recorded your episode, but they didn't come out till we were in Mexico, I think.
Oh,
Like we banked it, remember?
Yeah.
So we had recorded it a minute ago,
Oh.
but it didn't drop in a while.
It's been a while.
So how do you guys know each other? First of all, I didn't really ask. I was kind of rude. You guys walked in, but I was kind of
Really? You rude? He had pants
didn't-
on. That's a good thing.
That was the one difference.
At least he showered.
Or did he?
I don't know.
You'll never know.
I'm used to
I'll
the
never
smell.
tell.
I'm used to the smell. Though.
I can tell from here, bro.
So how do you guys know each other?
Usually it's plunging.
Work together.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are coworkers?
Yeah.
Nice. Do you work in the same, doing the same thing, or office or
Different departments.
different departments? That's interesting.
As always, Nestor's fully prepared.
Well, I'm just asking, is she your boss? Or is there a power structure to this?
You're gonna get me all hot and worked up, dog. Yeah.
Kinda.
So I wanted to see the power structure.
That's why he's wearing a little Havana shirt. He's a little house boy.
Where's the Havana house boy?
So there is a power structure.
So you're the Louis C.K. in this fucking.
Jeez.
He dominated all time. So.
Louis C.K. is the man.
Well, I didn't even know where that was going on. I just wanted to know.
Where's that going?
I just wanted to know
Where the power structure
where
is
the
at?
power structure lies. Is Felipe a good employee?
I don't know.
Damn.
But they
she won't
already
answer
said
that.
they're in different departments.
Huh?
They're in different departments, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Somebody
So
else.
you don't have firing power?
But she's basically saying they're not peers.
They're not
levels.
There's these workers over here, and then there's over here.
That's what she said. He's not one of hers, but he belongs to somebody. He's somebody's house nigga.
He's a boy.
It's Havana boy.
Little Havana Nights.
Oh, man.
That's cool. Yeah. It's like just put Felipe on blast.
It's not a defender.
Just
Huh?
Just on blast.
Nah, it's all right.
That's what next year does.
You'll be all right. Unless you say you listen to these at work.
Sometimes, yeah.
It's also no.
No, because that's what you're telling me. Because people think we sound the same.
Cool.
That's what Felipe was saying. That people come in and they think he's listening to a voicemail he left himself.
I'll be high.
Yeah, they're like, hey, is that you? I'm
Uh,
like, nah, it's my cousin.
Like,
Uh-huh.
oh,
You have a cousin?
I thought it was you.
These are some long ass voicemails, bro.
He's getting really personal.
What's your data package like that you call this much, dog?
He's grandfathered in, though. Do we sound the same?
A little bit.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You got some good mics.
Is it the mics? Is it the
Yeah.
auto tune on this thing? I don't think so. I think
No, I think you do. You both sound
Do
like
we?
houseboys.
we're low on the totem pole of the power structure.
There's bosses.
Hey, bosses make their own work hours. All right, well, we got out of the way.
So they do sound alike. That's all I want to establish.
That's all I wanted. That's all we need to know.
Those people weren't crazy. So.
What?
Those
No, I'm
people.
just saying.
Hey guys, I'm Nestor with it.
I could get replaced now. Now that I know there's someone out there that has the same voice. So you guys work in the same place. You're higher echelon. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
How'd you guys meet? Like, just at
in
work
in the break room.
I hope Felipe tripped on. He like fucks up a bunch of shit. You know, oh my god. Or the other way around. He could have saved their ass. You never know.
What?
His fool watches too. Movies.
I don't know what he's.
Hey,
How did you guys
I'm the
meet?
gym of my office. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think she was.
I think I was hiding out.
Yeah, well, she
Wait.
told me she was getting a feel for different places, like different parts of the department.
Uh-huh.
Some managers done that to me. You know what I mean?
So they'll go and shadow you and stuff. But
So
she
there was enough complaints about you. They had to put someone on you.
Hey, we're gonna need you to take this guy to your department. This is terrible, dog. Should I go scope him out? She's like, nah, that fool's too bad.
No, I think I got in trouble for talking to too many people. And no one goes to his area, so I was hiding out.
What? That's why you haven't been
That
caught
was
yet?
mad like them.
Yeah, that's why he hasn't been caught yet. Fool. There's no surveillance on him. Fool.
We don't shower for a
Wait,
reason.
you were getting in
dog.
trouble for talking to too many people?
Yeah.
Are you like friendly? Like you cool with everyone? So you're just talking to everyone?
Yeah. So then I
And
just
just-
started hiding out one day, and then I started talking.
Who needs to work? So what's up with you guys? How's the weekend?
Well, I was shadowing because they wanted me to like learn the equipment and stuff,
Oh,
and then just
okay.
like get to know people. So, like I was still really new.
Yeah.
So, you've been with the company last time then? Philippe?
Yeah, I've only been there like 7 months.
No, okay.
Oh, all right.
So it was in like my second month. They were just having me like get to know people.
7 months and you're already up the ranks? Hey, you need to start talking to more people, dog.
You've
right,
been
so
out
Instead of hiding in that corner,
I'll be writing jokes for you, dog.
get out there and chat it up
Guarantee
with
you
people.
get called in HR.
Oh,
I
definitely.
just gotten called to HR a lot.
I've gotten called into HR.
For what? Some comments or what? Rather not talk about it?
I don't want to go on record for it.
He's like, the lawyer's still talking the settlement.
You settled out of court. Don't worry about it. But no.
You
Well, I mean,
gotta
like, do you get called out to HR because you said something?
Yeah.
Or because
You
you
get
just fucked
for
up?
There's multiple reasons.
improper touching. That could be also a
Hey.
case. I don't want to put it out there, but you know.
If you're breaking
Felipe, you gotta
policy,
stop
I have worked for
putting
Felipe
your balls
before.
on the fucking juice. You can't, like, just
made
because
his
pee
own
looks like
flavor.
apple juice doesn't mean you have to fill up these cups. Man.
although if it's foamy, that means your kidneys are going bad.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
Foamy piss?
I found that out.
The hard
The
way.
hard way?
Hey,
Nah.
you have to. Fool. You plop a blood vessel, so you gotta ask questions.
The more you know, right?
Dude, I wanted to... Can we talk about that one?
Well, I popped a blood vessel when I came blood.
Oh,
So-
Sure, dog.
Wait, how did you find the blood on your semen? In the condom or in the back
Because I
of
was
some...
throwing away my condom.
uh-huh.
And then
okay.
there's like, why is it
A
like
pinkish. Oh.
Is pink?
It was pinkish.
It's those flavor condoms, dog.
I gotta start
No,
using the
I
lifestyle.
tasted it. It wasn't strawberry flavor. So it can't be that.
I'm a lemon guy myself. I like that sour.
I've seen like the ones that are like blueberry. For those are good.
Blueberry Perry fuck.
Plus, my dick looks good when it's blue. Like, It looks high. It's
Watchmanship?
like when you were a kid and you were just lightsaber battling.
No,
It brings you back.
My shit's glow in the dark, fam.
I got glow in the dark, so those shit suck.
I haven't been caught up yet, fam.
I haven't been caught. What are you just running around?
Yeah, dog.
You won't catch me.
He's a streaker, man.
He's a streaker with a glow in the dark condom. No, wait, so you take off the condom, you're gonna throw it away, but you see the blood.
I was like,
Are you fucking scared at that point?
I was like, word. I was just like, oh shit, something's wrong.
Did you go straight to fucking the internet?
Yeah.
No.
Nah, he
Then
went
I
for-
went for round 2.
That's what I was gonna say. He probably went for seconds.
Then I went for round 2, but that time there was nothing in it, so I was like, oh, we're good.
So just one load had blood in it.
So then I went to the doctor, and they were just like, oh,
It happens.
they're like, if it happens a lot, that's when like either you got prostate cancer or like what's wrong with your prostate. He's like, but if it burns when you pee, you probably have an STI, but it doesn't burn when I pee. So they're
just
like,
ignore
more
it.
than likely, you pop the blood like vessel, like so it happens. They're like, but if it happens frequently, then yeah, you should get checked out. But they're like, it happens.
but
You
but like,
just
is
go
it?
too hard in the paint.
Oh, is it because you're going too hard, or is it
Just gotta
because?
go too hard in the paint sometimes.
Or is it like
I came too hard.
you ever gone too hard? No, it's
Your
not like a
bubbles-
blood flow thing. Because
What?
of the diabetes and stuff. I don't
It's
know.
not a blood. No, usually when you have diabetes and you have blood flow problems, your erections are softer. Because like erections
Snap.
all deal with like circulation. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Uh-huh.
like if you have heart disease later, your erections get bad too. There's like multiple reasons.
All right, so you,
That's what
The
that's what
diabetes-
bad circulation can do to you. Is like you
shit,
don't get as hard as
yeah,
you
like you
used to.
fuck your boners up, not
Yeah, you just fuck.
Just go
not
vegetarian.
just blood.
You
Right?
fuck your game up, huh?
You got
Just
a
go
frozen roll.
vegetarian.
What does vegetarian
Yeah,
have to
handle.
do with diabetes?
You know, you just can't instantly turn around like years of damage you've done to
Yeah,
your body
yeah.
with like
I've
one
done it
simple
before,
change.
fam.
I don't know, dude. You almost had a heart attack climbing upstairs the other day.
I'm fucking dying, dog.
This went heart palpitations. dude.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, this was last
you
falling
think-
apart.
I think Art's fucking suicidal and we're all gonna die before this for your. You went up. Well, how many? Where
How many
was
flights of stairs did you go?
One flight of stairs.
One flight
And
of
I
stairs?
work out 5 days a week, dog.
Lying, dog.
No, I tested.
You
Just
almost had a-
driving
you
to the
almost had a
gym,
heart
parking,
attack.
and then leaving.
Not a heart attack, though. I was breathing heavily, fam.
You had heart palpitations, my boy.
He came in. He's sweating. He's like, I'm gassed. No, and not even like a flight of stairs. He came up these stairs to the house. Huh?
Wait. 4 steps got you gas?
Yeah, dog. I'm running gases daily, fam.
And I'm being polite saying 4 stairs. It's like 2.
I'm carrying a lot of mass. You know what I mean?
I
He
guess,
came in
dog.
sweaty. He was like, I'm done. I'm gassed. I was like, what?
What the fuck?
But I mean, he's been living that reckless lifestyle.
Rico reckless,
Just
fam.
burning the candle at both
Little
ends.
Uncle Rico. fool.
He's just like taking bolts out of his tires and just living life to the extreme.
This was self-sabotaging himself.
Straight extreme
It's just
sports.
straight like Fight Club insomnia shit where he's just
It's not enough to not wear his seatbelt. He has to take bolts off his car.
Someone else to live, dog.
It's like team no sleep and no gas.
But yeah, it was just a pop blood vessel, so it was all good. I haven't
At least you got like insurance.
there hasn't been blood in my sample, so it's all good.
So
We're all Gucci.
You know, but I've been through that like a while back. I was like, what the fuck? Like, am I pissing blood?
But I have a clean record though.
We're not sure about. You know you got some STDs. dog. That was drinking through the cup.
No, but like, it was because
Don't pour it on your dick, fam.
my dog like jumped at
Oh,
me
I remember that shit, fam.
and he just straight just hit me in the balls. Like, with
Oh,
his
that was
balls.
hilarious though.
So that was in like
Boxers are known to do that too.
That was the one time I saw this fool smack his dog. foot.
below the dog.
He didn't smack him. He just screamed. He's like, ah! Nut punch.
The dog fucked this fool up. fool.
You don't want to feed him, dog? You wanna
Straight uppercut him in the dick. fool. Bah.
Boxers have crazy energy. So if you didn't walk on that fool popped you, though. Just to remind you.
That fool smacked him like.
That's crazy energy.
So what? You went with an inflated ass testicle to the doctors?
I iced it. I thought it would go away like right away, but it didn't.
It
So
was just one, though?
He was
just
tired of
one.
the peanut butter game. fool.
The peanut butter game was too one-sided, bro.
He's like, I'm over it.
When, Lord? When is it gonna be my turn?
Hey, but to be fair, there was no more peanut butter games.
They had run out, man, or go to Costco. The big tubs were done.
So after 24 hours, your ball was still huge?
Yeah.
And that's when you're like, I gotta go to the doctor's.
Yeah.
Fuck. What
He's
the
like,
doctor told
What
you?
did the doctor tell you? Yeah.
Well, she felt my sack,
Yeah.
and then just like moves like one of my balls around.
She's like, it's not ruptured or.
Sir, this is your
Yeah.
penis.
No, and then they just gave me some inflammatory
okay.
medicine, some
So
some
to
for
the
the
swelling.
pain, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Oh, what do they have
even,
to
like,
give you a
after-
local?
even like after a week though,
They have to
like, I was
drain it?
still kind of like
Imagine drain it or even an
It's
injection.
horrible.
That's not that bad.
If you're gonna get a vasectomy, you gotta take a local to your testes. Yeah.
I'll just tell him no local, homie.
Fuck, you're gonna what? You're gonna do the
I
fucking
know what you're
operation
saying.
with no? Well, no.
They've done dental work on me like that. It can't be that much worse.
You've done dental work with no one.
What am I, a pussy, fam? I don't like that slurring shit, fam.
You don't like to slur, or you don't like the feeding of.
I mean, I like to
madness?
drink food, but I don't like to slur without the alcohol. Fam. If I'm drunk, it's cool. Fam. Nah, I just don't like the numb feeling. Fam.
That's the whole point of being a dentist.
No, the whole point is to fix your teeth, jackass.
Well, fucking
Well, fuck it, though. I mean, at least you guys have insurance. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey, what about
if you
your
look at the
Obamacare,
positive.
dog?
What about the Obama?
You got the Obamacare, right?
Yeah, but I just haven't had dick problems, so I haven't gone to.
I mean, if you don't use it, you can't break it. Although they do say if you don't drive a car, it can't fuck it up. So you might have problems. But you just don't know.
It's Schrodinger's underwear, dog. We don't know if it's dead or alive. but
We
it's
don't
there.
know, but
It's a 50-50 chance.
it's either here nor there.
But yesterday we had a Friendsgiving.
Oh shit!
Are
How
you
was
want to
that?
recap for it? You want to recap it and tell people how it was?
Yeah, it was hype, dog. So many people were there.
including yourself.
Bruce Lee was there. The homie Juntao was there.
Nah,
Wait,
I
but
didn't go.
we didn't finish with how they met.
Yeah, you're mad
Yeah,
rude.
no.
Oh, right. Let's go back. So how'd you?
We had to find out, take an intermission to find out why you have blood in your semen.
He
was curious.
He was excited about that story.
So as we left off, it was you guys were in a break
She was
room.
no, she was hiding
hiding
out.
out.
She was hiding out in Philip's section
Oh, okay.
because
She was shadowing.
she was shadowing Philip.
Okay.
Which means he was teaching you how to do his job. Like,
Okay.
you gotta watch out for her, dog. She might take it over one day.
he breaks this fool's knees when he gets out. It's my job now.
One day he's gonna look up and there's just a car coming right
Jim
at you,
Beam.
dog. You guys were shadowing and just chatting it up.
Yeah.
What was your opening line though? For like, "Hi, my name's Felipe," or like you say something funny?
Funny, wasn't there at work? Man? Not everything's a performance.
I'm
You're
performing at all times.
talking to Jim of the office, bro.
That is the
Bro,
gym
there's
of the
meetings
office.
with the top
Who
executives.
we pranking, bro?
There's meetings with the top executives, and I'm fucking calling people Santa. I'm calling people Fabio. I'm clowning.
You're talking about the guy that's in HR does not work for HR. He's got the most HR hours logged. For.
Oh my
It's the
god.
OT though.
So
I don't
So did
remember.
you crack a joke? I guess I don't know if that's the
remember.
question.
Yeah.
Damn, that was.
Well,
that.
you guys had
was that
some-
forgettable?
Oh. So you guys had to have, you know.
But like,
I just remember you asked me to go to that concert. I was like,
To go to a concert.
Yeah. Oh, we brought up similar
You guys have
music
music
like
taste.
music taste,
Mhm.
Who?
and I told her Wheeler Walker Jr.
mhm.
Okay.
And it was like way months in advance, and I was just
He's got a
yeah.
concert for $15 coming up.
Yeah.
All right.
So you
That
guys
was
both
the
like
Mandalay
country
Bay
music?
one.
My favorite country singer is Stephen Paddock. You guys heard of him? That was dope, though. He goes out with a bang.
Oh my god.
That's a good opening line. I mean, who doesn't like music?
What? So you guys have similar music interests, and that's how you hit it off? Just Wheeler Walker Jr.? Where did you even get into country, Felipe? Like, you were not even a country fan, and out of nowhere now.
No, he was into country.
When?
Or was he?
When I was working with him.
I thought he was West Coast, Cypress Hill with you.
Nah.
That's hard.
The Pico Union. Yeah, I don't know. I've always just.
I just
Try
remember
different
Felipe
music.
coming in one day to work. He's like, I've been really getting into country music. I'm like, that's cool, man.
Pandora Station Country.
Yeah,
You just have an open mind to music.
Yeah.
You'll listen to anything.
I'll listen to anything, or like if I like it. Sometimes it's just like you said.
So
Pandora.
Wheeler Walker Jr. is
Or-
like, or like
that-
Florida Georgia
that-
line, or
That came out when we went to whitewater rafting up by Sacramento, and we were all by a campfire, and then just
Also, it
friends
was like
of
real
friends.
whitewater rafting.
yeah. We were by a campfire, and someone brought up, and then they played the song, and I was like, "What? Let me YouTube this guy real quick."
Nah, that's how
And
you.
then they started playing more different country music, but that artist just kind of stood out because of his like comedic approach to music, you know. And I was just browsing one day, and I was like, "Oh shit, he's gonna be in concert, Costa Mesa."
so you want to count it on a? He played a bar, or he played like a little small venue.
You
That's
know what?
clan country.
It was kind of like a little bar.
Mhm.
It was like a bar with the stage. And I
The
think
OC?
he was playing at the Palladium, like when I first saw him on like him like California tour wise.
Right.
But I was like, oh, it was sold out, and I didn't want to go through the whole. I was just like, fuck it, I'll just buy tickets, and even though it's a couple of months ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
That's dope. So you guys, so you just brought up Wheeler Walker Jr. and then you guys kind of like, hey, I like that too.
Well, I mean,
You guys
I
know?
didn't think she
I didn't even
knew.
know who he was.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know? You just were like, I'm down to go to a
okay.
concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. And then did you like it? Did you dig it, or you're
Yeah,
like
it's actually-
after that you're like, this guy has terrible taste. in music.
And she was just like, yo, that's like a different type of culture.
It's a whole
It's like
different level
cousins,
of what I
sort
listen
of.
to.
What do you listen to then? What are you into?
She's used to listening to the N-word, but it usually comes from rappers.
I don't know, normal stuff like Florida Georgia line, like stagecoach stuff.
Oh, okay.
the real dangerous shit. Dude.
Tim McGraw.
Love Tim McGraw.
Fool's a good actor.
He's the one who's in Blindside.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the one in fucking Friday Night Lights.
Kill the Bob. And he's smacking the lamp out of him. Parents beating kids. It's always good.
There's a lot of twisted fools out there from Kevin Spacey Bones, 14-year-olds.
14. But yeah, so that's how you guys met each other. You good music interest.
So how long have you guys known each other?
For a couple of months. I mean,
She only started working 7 months ago,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you gotta say like 7 months.
Well, that's if they bled like
Exactly
day
what
one.
you
Day
started.
one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, hi, it's
So
my
it's
first
like,
day.
yeah.
You want to go to a concert?
Sure.
In the OC.
And how do you like working there?
I like it.
Yeah.
It's my first job out of college, so I like
You
it.
could be honest.
No?
Oh.
I really do like it.
Yeah.
It's your first job out of college?
Mm-hmm.
My first job out of college sucked. So.
Out of college?
Yeah.
Well,
That's because you work with fish.
The fish market, remember?
With Koreans, even though I like Koreans, like
Nah, Koreans are high.
party with them, they're fucking lit.
Those
But
fools are
to work
degenerate.
for them,
Korean parties.
oh, they're fucking. It's a whole different story.
Those was probably gamble in my casino.
Oh, that guy, yeah, he's worth like $100 million.
Let's rob that.
what?
Let's talk that a little bit later.
I was like, you guys really gonna talk about robbing someone on the pod?
What if? What
It was a
if?
bit.
what
It was a
What if we show up
situation.
when we rob? Blind.
Where'd you go to college?
Cal Poly Pomona.
Okay.
They got horses there, though.
Mm-hmm. All the Arabians.
They're high.
Oh, the Arabians? They're the ones that got the money.
Yeah.
I think she's talking
Arabian
about the.
horses.
The breed.
I thought she was talking about people. She's like, all the Arabians.
This guy, dog.
All the Arabians have. I was like, oh, so the Arabians.
What do you call those? Packies.
The Packies have horses, dog.
No, the breed, man.
The breed's called Packies?
No, Arabian.
I know, I'm just being a jackass.
I don't think you do that.
Nah.
No, I thought she said all the Arabians have fucking horses. I was like, oh shit.
All the Arabians,
Maybe
like the horses
horses.
are Arabians, man.
I don't know. I'm trying to interpret what the hell she's saying. It's like, I didn't know Pomona had a big Arabian community, but all right.
Arabian, nigga? Like, what?
That's what I'm trying to...
Niggas from Agrabah, nigga?
That's what I...
Oh my god.
This was an idiot.
Did you have a job during college?
I interned a couple of places.
Nice.
And then did the normal college.
We
jobs.
worked with Felipe while we were in college.
I was intern for like a week. For
what?
For what?
Kaiser, remember I got sick for the intern for like a week.
No, didn't you? Weren't you one of those people that took polls? Like,
I took hella polls.
got pulling my
no, not took polls.
Let's just say there was a big sample.
Oh my god.
Or did you work at the Census Bureau?
No.
The Census Bureau?
I remember
What are you
you
talking
working some
about?
like government shit. No,
No, he had a job after college.
no, but like during high school, like he interned.
During high
Oh,
school?
I didn't intern. That was a straight up job for like
Yeah.
Spigs. Man. Like they pay fools to go around getting petition, like signatures for petitions. But I would just sit in my uncle's truck and have that fool work with the other little Mexican fool.
What?
Oh my god.
I was gonna work, I'm an American. I was out here fucking.
We're in an Arabian country.
The little Arabs, fool.
That's dope. So it's your first job out of college?
Mm-hmm.
You dig it?
Yeah, I like it.
What kind of college experience did you have? Did you dorm there or did you commute?
Too close.
Oh, you commuted?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you regret that?
No, man, I still joined a sorority and did all that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because like all of us except for Art commuted, and we kind of were like, it would have been hyper to like live on campus and get that experience.
That's why I went Greek. I wanted like all the stereotypical college experiences.
And get that like
we got
level of responsibility.
You know, that my sister's applying to colleges. I'm like, just go live over there.
Do it for state, dog.
I'm like, don't go to Cal State, LA, but like, even if you go to UCLA, just live over there, at least for a year. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, because
Arthur enjoyed himself.
Oh, definitely.
I would have liked to gone.
Ganja art.
That'd been crazy.
If I lived in a dorm room, I got kicked out of school.
I enjoyed my time at UC Irvine.
Well, that's because fools would have hung themselves.
I would have pissed on their shit.
No, those stories are crazy, fool. Where roommates piss on each other's shit.
My boy got so drunk he pissed on the closet, and his other roommate.
Oh no, I'm talking about they piss on each other's shit because they're in like fights.
No, that fool was just mad.
While drinking is like, all right, it happens for you. You're drunk for you piss on your homie shit. Like, dude, it's cool. We've all been there, fool.
No, I haven't.
You never pissed on someone like a dog?
You pissed on the Dodger bus, you lying sack of shit.
No, you said like a roommate or like somebody's like personal
your
property.
Homie was sitting there.
Pissed on
That was
anything
public
out of
transit,
spite,
bro. Okay.
Yeah.
We all pay for that though. That's where my tax dollars go, pussy.
So yeah, we're all commuters. None of us had like
Except for Art.
Art, yeah. But you did stay in the.
I
dorms.
lived 2 years
Yeah,
over
this
there.
fool- this
Commuted my third, and then moved back over there when I crashed my car.
And then you became a commuter for your
Yeah.
senior year.
You're super senior. Fifth year.
Super
So you joined Greek life. You're in a sorority, but you didn't live in the house, or they don't do that.
Pomona, like sororities can't have houses.
What?
Oh, why?
Yeah, there's so much land.
There's
out
some
there.
rule, I guess, in Pomona that if a certain number of women live together, it's considered like a brothel.
Word?
So no, I swear. So girls can't
Somebody
have sorority
Google
houses.
it.
Wait, so there's frat houses?
So
There's
there is
frat houses.
That's
all one
fucked.
cult, but there can't be sorority
That
houses.
is fucked.
Pomona? That's crazy.
That's just mad ass backwards, dog.
Yeah.
So it's like
So there's like unofficial houses, like girls can go rent a house, but it can't be like
Oh,
an
they don't have-
official
like
sorority
3
house.
or more girls. It's a
So it
brothel.
can't be an organization of women together, or it's a brothel.
They start getting ideas.
Hey,
They start thinking for them. They start thinking for
they're
themselves.
too empowered, dog.
They talk amongst each other.
They're too empowered. They're gonna start slanging it. Dog.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's fucking mad ass
You guys
backwards.
don't have like a sorority roll?
No,
just a frat roll.
Yeah, just fraternities.
So if you guys want to party, you have to go to the frat houses.
Pretty much.
No, well, she's saying they have unofficial
houses.
sorority
So
houses.
then
Yeah.
a bunch of girls can live together, but like we can't have our letters there.
Exactly.
Yeah. So they can't.
This
Like,
is the so and so's house.
Yeah.
so if you guys would host a
It
party,
can't be an official like
House,
our
yeah.
organization's party.
yeah.
It would just be like a party.
Oh, like come through to this party over
Yeah,
here.
but it's not like
hosted
by this
by
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're
It's
just
just somebody's
they're
house.
Yeah.
It's just unofficial houses. Like they're
Yeah.
official sororities, but it's like you can't claim it as like
It can't be.
this is our
party.
house
Yeah.
forever.
But Cal Poly's it's a relatively old school. Like, what the fuck? That's weird.
but
Man,
they
they
just
still
blame
have laws
Pomona.
about-
They haven't updated their fucking
Laws.
policies, I guess. That
But-
And then even if Pomona changed it, sororities can't have houses till like every sorority can afford one. So as long as there's like broke sororities, like they can't do it.
Who are the broke stories? The
Like
spigs?
we're one of them.
No,
We're pretty small.
because in UCLA the Latino frats didn't have shit, huh?
they're
They had-
beaners.
They had apartments, but so was I.
Section 8, though, y'all gotta live in somewhere.
The white frats were the best one. No, there was a mixed one. I went to a party, so it was weird.
What?
There's goats and shit.
There's always goats if I'm involved.
Niggas fucking goat shit.
That's-
Greatest of all time.
Goat's milk.
See, that seems like another cool thing, like where it's like living in the house with all your sisters and stuff, but like that you can't do that. Just seems kind of fucked up, no?
Well, that's been my whole life. Live in the house with all my sisters.
I don't want
It's
to.
not all that cool.
So every time you guys had to organize, basically, either you had to go to someone's house who were like where most of them lived together,
We
or,
had like a brother fraternity, so we'd use their house.
but then they made faces like, oh, they don't even clean up. dog."
They don't even party hard enough.
Damn, that sucks. That's the.
It's the
I thought-
patriarchy at work.
Well, I always thought like Poly was pretty progressive. It's a school of engineers, but then I started thinking like, oh yeah, engineers, motherfuckers are sexist as fuck.
Pomona, fool.
Who knew?
Or people's thoughts about
Then again,
engineers' foot.
They have
Like
a big
Asian.
raping community, and those fools are pretty sexist.
The Arabs.
The Arabs
The
holding
horses are
everything?
running everything.
The Arabs are holding on everybody.
That's
back.
old money.
Oh, that's why you went to Cal Poly because you live nearby.
Well, and it's a really good engineering school.
Okay.
Oh, so you did go to school for
Yeah, I
engineering?
did go to school for engineering.
Nah, I figured. I was like, it's a good engineering school. And what is the other one?
Horses.
Architecture, huh?
Yeah, architecture and
Louis.
engineering.
Architecture and engineering, the two big ones, right?
Or if you fuck with horses.
Or if you,
That's
if
their
you just- if you
mascot,
just-
dog.
For real?
It's a Bronco. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We're bear.
Yeah, UC's are bears.
Mhm.
Except for Irvine, because
No, Irvine is classified as a bear, technically.
An anteater?
An anteater is in the bear.
it's not a bear, though.
It's part of the species.
No, it's in the family,
Yeah.
but it's not a bear. fool.
Arthur fucks up a
The
bunch of
UC
bear
is
claws.
bananas.
Then again, it's like,
Santa Cruz would be the one that didn't
Oh, yeah,
have
banana
a bear.
Wait, but
but Santa Cruz is like, they don't smoke too much.
But my
Right.
sister was a gaucho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Santa Barbara's a
That's
gaucho.
what's a
Once the new words start coming up, they're all stupid.
Oh, the newer ones are, huh?
There's a
Because there
banana
was a theme. There
slug
was
and-
the.
Because Davis is a bear.
Davis is a
Merced
bear.
is a bear.
Kyle's a bear. Us.
Yeah.
Riverside.
Well, Cal's the original. And then LA was the extension, and they're Bruins too.
Oh no, we were matadors. So I don't know. There's
We're Cal States, fool. We don't matter.
Little Eagles.
bunch of nobodies.
Oh, we're Eagles. We're golden Eagles, pussy, not just regular Eagles.
Golden Eagle.
But well, none of us are part of.
Ah! No.
Nah.
We have.
I rushed too, which was weird.
Shut. We never
Yeah.
talked
We
about
never
this.
had that.
What?
Wait, let's compare
We
stories.
never talked about this.
Holy shit.
That's where we learned about hooky cookies.
We've all just in a cookie. Last one,
I
eat
didn't make it
but-
past the
Blue
cookie
Mountain
because I
State
was
or
too
what?
excited about
That's
it.
what performance anxiety, fool.
Wait, you. This is blowing my fucking mind. All right,
Yeah.
you rushed for two. Which do
well,
you
it's free
remember?
parties.
Do you?
I rushed into a certain point, like
until
they made you pay.
And then you had to commit, and then you're like,
I remember it was weird. It felt weird because they were like, "Okay, we're gonna take pictures of you," and I'm like, "What?" They're like, "Oh yeah, we're just gonna take a picture of you so we know the pledges and all."
They put you on a screen.
Yeah,
and then they do like the pros and cons of each person, and you vote on whether they get a bid.
Yeah,
they're butt naked though.
You have to.
She's gonna break down these rules because I have no clue.
Yeah, but basically that's what it is.
You get pictures of them all.
So
they took pictures
of
so
all of
someone
us.
right now has a picture of you in some frat.
Well, I don't think they still have it. Like
I have
There's a
it.
good chance they still have it.
Oh, maybe.
They like to keep records of everyone that pledged.
Really? I just went for a free party.
Well, it's for organizational reasons. So.
And insurance.
Oh.
Insurance.
But basically, yeah, I rushed 2 of them.
Yeah, that's
You're
the
third-
organizational
well,
reasons.
Do you remember?
Technically.
You rushed the all black one. You're like, what? What's up, dog?
No.
He went in blackface.
No.
What's up, y'all?
It's like Soul Man from that movie.
Oh my god, nah.
That'd be high.
Nah, I went to
where my
the-
dog's at.
the one that I got the farthest in was what are they called? The Scholastic or the one that's not Greek, not Greek.
Scholastic? That sounds like
The
a
business
fuck-
one, yeah, the business frat.
That's
Which
weak though.
was,
So.
it was chill. The guys were okay. Like they were.
But there's not Greek food. It's
Nah,
not.
the Greek one had better party.
It's not
just-
rah, my nigga.
I was not into it.
You're not gonna pay that much.
Nah, they started breaking down the prices. I'm like, oh shit, this is not for me, dude. It was like
What?
$500 dues and shit. Like it was
Monthly?
ridiculous. Yeah,
What?
Yeah, if
But-
you're paying for a house and stuff. it's
Yeah.
expensive.
it's expensive.
Well, I mean, it's not bad if you think about it because
Well, if you- yeah, I guess-
If you live there.
if you live there, but it's like, I don't
So you had to pay $500 every month if you wanted to stay,
Mhm.
and you're like, dude, I just came for a free party. I don't know what's going
yeah.
on.
Well, I didn't say that. I'm not gonna say, oh
No.
yeah, I'm here for a free party.
Yeah.
But it was me,
Do
my
you
friend
just charge?
Karthik, and my friend Porka. We all 3 went and started for a rush week.
Did they make it?
Porka actually was contemplating actually doing it, but I think at the end he was like, "Nah, I'm cool."
Wait, so they don't even vote you in? Like you could just get in? Like, oh, why is he
No,
contemplating?
it's like stages
Oh,
of the
okay.
pledge thing. I just stopped going to them. Like, I went to the main big party that was like the mixer type thing where you meet all the pledges of the first stage.
right.
But it was fun. It was we played beer pong, like this shit.
So
like,
you didn't get far into it then?
Not really, no.
So like you didn't see any of like paddling and like the crazy
No,
shit. You
no,
didn't get to
no.
the hazing
The
part.
hazing part. No, they want to make sure you're paying before.
You have to be in before you do
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
So you're committed once
You
you're
do, like,
committed.
it's called inducting.
And technically, they kept reiterating there is no hazing, which was bullshit. But
I mean, that's what they got to tell you,
Yeah.
right?
Till you get fucked in the ass.
there was even
Wake up with a dick in
Actually,
your mouth. You're
no.
like, hey.
Ora, what happened, my boy?
it was 5 of us who went, and Victor and was it Calvin were the ones that actually stayed in the business.
Juice me, bro.
Yeah.
And dude, they got hazed because they had like burn marks from the carpet on their forehead, and we're like,
What
"What
the
happened
fuck?
to you, dude?" It's like, "Oh no, don't worry about it. It was nothing." And then like once they started hanging out with the frat, then it was like they didn't really want to kick it with us anymore, and we were like, "Oh, whatever, man."
Well, yeah, but I mean, they have friends now.
Basically, and they had to pay a price for their friendship over there. So, but
Yeah.
it was chill. Like they'd come over, they'd kick it at our parties.
Right.
Would they let you hang out at their party though?
Nah, well they'd invite us, but
Why
we
not
weren't
go?
gonna go.
Why not?
Cause what if you had a fucking rug munch, fam?
I mean, that's why you go to parties, though.
Oh,
If you're not going to rug bunch, what are you there for? For the drink? Bro?
Drink with the boys. Huh?
Yeah,
With
but
them
it was fun. It was different.
Boys, am I?
wait, Agent, when he said that he had pledged, did you try to pledge something?
I did, and then I fucking looked at the prices. I was like, nah,
Yeah.
I ain't with it. I became friends with some of them, but
No, you'll become friends with some of the people.
So what?
there.
You just go. So basically, you guys just went to the party,
you went
looked
to the
at
first
it,
part.
and
I mean,
then,
it was fun, but then you look at the price. I'm like, that's another like $8 or $9 grand,
Yeah.
including the $100 you're gonna spend on your degree. It's like,
like per year.
yeah,
So just basically the money situation, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Well,
if money was an issue, you would
the
have probably
business
gone
one
for
wasn't
it.
bad. The business one wasn't bad in money.
Those
Right.
are wag.
But like I said, it was okay. It was cool. The only thing that I do regret, I'm like, I could have easily networked and shit. That's where I fucked up. That business frat I could have networked easy.
Yeah.
Like Victor and Calvin got like mad good jobs afterwards.
Would have been at Paramount Plaza.
Yeah. So that's basically it. Like that's the one thing I do regret.
Invest, bro.
The networking. I didn't know that was part of the game.
What do you have to say about that? Like, is that?
What, the networking?
Yeah.
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 I mean, a lot of my sisters get each other jobs. I'm trying to get my little a job at where I'm at.
Yeah. See.
Oh, you didn't get hooked up with your job?
Who hooked you up with one? Your older sister?
Actually, none of my sisters got me my jobs. My dad got me my first internship, and then after that, it was good.
Oh, okay.
Killing it. So, what was your experience with Russian? Did you go in knowing you?
Yeah, like.
Did you go in knowing you were gonna
like
rush?
Russians?
Well, I did.
That's what I heard.
That's what I heard. I'm like, this one.
What was your experience with Russian?
What do you know about the hacking of the election?
I was like, what's
Are
going
we
on?
still in the Cold War?
I was like, what? She studied abroad in Russia, nigga? Like,
formal recruitment was scary because you go in and then they line you up and you enter a room for each organization.
Uh-huh.
And then you're pretty much analyzed the entire time. Like, they're looking at your outfit, your hair, your nails. Like, and then you start getting separated. And so they kind of like, you link up with one girl. She meets you. And if she likes you, you go to the next level, who may be like an e-board member. And they like keep moving you up until they realize, like, hey, we don't really like you. And they push you off to the side.
I remember my friend, she had to carry a gallon of Gatorade. Like, this jug of Gatorade that whenever, and if any of her sisters would see her without it, like, it was some punishment or some shit. But I remember she carried, and she had to finish the Gatorade or some bullshit.
What?
Yeah, it was a weird. Yeah, it was like.
you gotta stay hydrated, bro.
It was a huge thing of Gatorade that they had to carry with them, like when they go to class. Anytime they're.
I'd be hype if it's the 5-gallon ones for game day. Bro.
Yeah, no. It was like this big. It was like this big. Like
some little Home Depot.
The ones they dump on coaches.
Game day, pussies.
Yeah, but I remember that they had done that for a while.
One room I went into, these girls were on like bleachers, and they were in like different rows, and they're singing a song, and like the first row's head's going this way, second row's head's going that way, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? It was scary, and they were all like blonde hair, blue eyed, like stereotypical white girls. I'm like, okay, this isn't it. This one I'm not gonna go far in.
Now sounds cool to me. I'll fuck with Hitler youths.
Choking in the crowd.
So
that's straight Hitler youth shit, nigga.
And then the one I ended up joining wasn't even a sorority yet. They were still just a club.
Oh, okay.
That's hype. They're trying to party for recognition.
I went with them through becoming a chapter and everything.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like setting up.
Yeah. Like I helped build them.
Oh, okay.
So you're like a founding chapter member?
I'm a beta, so kind of like we installed at the same time, but there's still like a class above me.
No. Okay.
So there's that's hype though. Beta's hype.
Yeah.
If it grows, then it's hype.
So,
do they have your like picture somewhere in the house?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm on the original like documents.
30 years.
That's why it's hype.
Still gonna be there.
And I'm a president, so I'm in like.
As long as the club, the sorority doesn't
fold.
Yeah.
So
then it's hype.
So how many is there? Like how many sororities is there?
Well, there's different ones. There's Panhellenic, which is like the stereotypical, like you see them in a movie sororities. And there's like the cultural ones. And then there's like the school ones with like business.
Oh, I did go
like,
to a cultural one. I felt awkward because I'm with my Indian friend Karthik and my white friend Porca, and we walk in. It's the Mexican frat, and I don't even look Mexican, so we walk in there. And they're like, "Oh, hey, so what's going on?" They were accepting of us, like.
I mean, what are they gonna say? Get your ass out of here.
Yeah.
You could.
Well, because if you're Indian, you still kind of look like Rasa.
Yeah, basically.
So they're like, "Dig, look at the Rasa brought his white friends."
And Porco was Polish, and he did look kind of Mexican. They looked more Mexican than I did. But it was chill.
You got the height though for Mexican. They're like, this fool might be Rasa.
Yeah, he's gotta be Rasa.
Once they see your work ethic, they're like, damn, this fool is Rasa running up and down. So there's plenty of houses, and then like there's one room where you go in, and then they all start judging you. That's where that happens.
Yeah, you immediately like for each organization they have their own room, so you kind of do like speed dating. And then, like after a certain amount of time, you go to the next room. And like,
and how do you know that they're not vibing with you? They all just stop talking to you?
You can tell which ones you're getting along with, like, by who you meet. So, like, if they introduce you to, like, the president, okay, you're good. But if they kind of, like, start passing you off...
Here's a treasure. Yeah. Go talk to this guy.
Yeah, like, this person. Oh, you meet so-and-so. And then you can kind of see...
Here's the one that does laundry. Then you're like, I'm fucked, bro.
Yeah. You can just tell how much, like, detail they're looking at. Like, I had one girl beeline for me across the room and, like, grab my hand and look at my nails. She's like, I like this color. I'm like, holy shit, you guys are totally analyzing everything about it.
Wow. Because in theory, you're going to spend 4 years with them, right?
Yeah, they're analyzing everything. They want to know your major, your background, like, where you want to be, how much time you're willing to commit.
You have to commit time with the
that's a lot of time.
You are dedicating a lot of time. It's like a job.
It's like, dude, it's sisterhood and brotherhood, dog.
You've got meetings you have to do. You've got fundraising. You have philanthropy. You have mixers you have to go to.
I thought you would just do parties every other weekend.
No, it's a lot of work.
It's an organization.
You gotta vote on bylaws. There's a lot of like behind the scenes.
Wait, well, since you're a founding member, then did you have any say on the classes that after?
I voted on all of them.
So you were like, now you're judging. You were in that room.
She's a beta, nigga.
Yeah, so then you start being the one judging.
What were you? How did you judge your sisters? I hope they don't listen to this.
Like how many events they came out to, so you can see if they're not going to put a lot of effort into coming to those events, they're not going to help you out.
Okay, so
the way they talked about other girls coming through. So if they were like, you tell they were going to be that like catty girl that was talking shit about the other ones we were trying to get in, you didn't want her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a group of women. You don't need any more drama.
Right.
She's such a bitch.
Yeah, but if you have a girl like that, you're not going to let her in.
Yeah.
She's already a problem.
She's a cutthroat, though.
We couldn't accept girls that were married. Ones that were engaged, we wouldn't accept.
Why?
We wouldn't accept they had kids.
Because that's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah. If you have other time commitments, like if
I
you're
thought
a wife
out of jealousy,
mom,
like she already found a man.
Now, but before it was like if you were a wife or a mom,
you have
that's
to
where your time
alley
should be. You shouldn't be like with us. You should be with your husband and kids.
Yeah.
What if she doesn't like
makes
them,
sense.
bro?
Makes sense. So only single?
Pretty much. Only
what if a man made her
boyfriends? It's fine, but it depends on like how serious.
An anchor baby.
Oh.
If you have someone who's like planning a wedding, she's not going to help.
Yeah, she's got it. Are people
getting
married through college though? Like, yeah.
Or transfer students were
Cal States are different.
Why? Oh, transfer students? Why?
Transfers were like typically engaged or things older, like that. They're older, so they're like at a different point.
I see. Yeah.
So I'm still.
Oh, I thought like international.
You can still join.
They don't take you, dog. So look like a shoe bomber, dog. So then you you really broke down like, damn, that's crazy. Like, and then you guys don't have a house. I was like, how do you accept who's gonna live there? Or like, you guys don't have to do that, because it's like you gotta like if she's messy, do you want to live with someone who's messy?
We almost had a house at one point. We had 10 of us that were going to live together.
You guys found like a big house that
they could.
One child.
They usually have house rules though. Like if you don't abide by the house rules, you get kicked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Do you still remain like a brother or sister, but you're just not in the house, or are you just out of everything?
I'm not in the fraternity. Though.
No, because it's like
if you get things I've heard offhand. What's
up with the brands though? I was like, when they fucking
that's hype, fool.
Yeah.
You seen that in the South? They do this shit.
Yeah.
What?
They do it here too. Some of the.
That's one thing I would like to get for a brand, fool.
What?
That's hype.
One fraternity got shut down for branding my first year, but it wasn't like their Greek symbols; they were just branding guys. It was just part of their hazing.
Yeah,
that's dope, fool.
So if I fight all of them, what happens? You get kicked out.
Well, you can't fight.
No, because you're already.
What do you mean if you fight fools, dog?
You either say yes or no.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do it, then you just.
Why are you fighting people?
I won't get branded on.
Well, that's what you would leave. You wouldn't
then
make
you're
it
not with the. You're not with the commitment, so you're out.
But like one of my friends I interned with, he chose to get branded.
What did he get?
I would have.
He got his symbols on his shoulder.
Dude, I think our cousin Miguel he's got a brand.
What does he have?
From Berkeley.
I want to get a Pokeball branded on me, so it should look hype.
It's like Bam when he just brands all those jigs on his ass.
Slightly open.
A slightly open Pokeball, it look hype, fool.
With the Pikachu line.
Like, because he's about to come out.
Because I choose me, fool. That's what I choose.
Look, like, you see a lot of football players and like they all have like horseshoes.
I think they look cool though.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what they?
Yeah, Omegas. And if they have 2 Omegas, then that's the African American fraternity.
Branding seems like fucked up. One, it has to smell bad, though.
But they're cool. It's cooler than tattoos to me.
Well, talking about that, I remember in high school.
Are you automatically in if you brand yourself? Because that's a mad commitment.
I'm assuming that's probably one of those.
You don't brand.
The guys I know that are branded did it after they were already in.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
You shouldn't. First day at that first party, you're like,
hey, brand me up, bro.
Hey, am I in though? Nah, you're kind of an asshole.
You're just outside the door.
Those aren't even our letters.
You got it backwards. What you were saying? Sorry.
I remember like party crews, like back in high school, like they would do that. I remember one party crew would.
That's high.
They would get like a blunt, but like the size of like a cigar. And they would do it on the left shoulder. And they would like take hits, so they burn like a big ass like O on fucking dudes' shoulders.
What the fuck?
I remember like a couple of guys in high school had that shit, and I was like, dude, that shit is too much, dog.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
Are they not banned
for a party?
Yeah.
The thing is that when we were in high school, party crews were dying basically. Like senior year, there was almost in our school, but no, there's flyer parties, but like the crews, like the fools that
who threw the parties though?
Huh?
Yeah,
who
someone
threw
had
the parties?
Randos?
No,
nah.
Yeah.
It was a party.
You didn't get invited to those type of parties.
I didn't.
No, all the flyers said no fatties.
And no drama.
And no drama.
No drama, no fatties, no ins and outs. This fool loves it now, nigga.
Felipe, were you in a party crew?
No.
Yeah. So you just party with, or are you ashamed to claim it?
No, I knew a bunch of people that.
What, the Doughboys?
He could never read the flyer right.
I'm dyslexic, dang.
No, you know what? Like, just off the top of my head, like, yeah, Doughboys, it was...
Doughboys was one of them, I remember them.
City Stars, Heavy Hitters, which is now like a DJ crew.
Yeah.
You know?
DJ Heavy Hitters.
I can just remember those. I wasn't really
the
into
Playboys.
names.
There's a bunch of them.
The Playboys. I remember some dude would put like their flyers in lanyards and then tie it around their belt and walk around the school. Like I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they had badges.
Yeah.
And then a lot of them would.
And they had your little party crew name.
Like they would be party crew / car club because all of them cared about their cars too. So they joined their little Honda car club / sold Nas balloons out of the back of it.
Yeah, after.
Yesterday, that's what I was telling. I was like, I remember like parties used to have Nas balloons and
now it's like
Whippets.
Now it's designer drugs.
Whippets.
Now Xannies.
Zannies.
Some little perks, some little pop perks.
Little pillies. Felipe, you remember your Nas days?
No.
So we don't want to talk about that? No, he's not in a party crew. He never did.
No, I went to parties that had like those like Nas balloons and stuff, but like I really wasn't into that.
Shut the fuck up.
He went there for the dancing, dog. The music.
I was there for the good times.
I was there for the drinks, dog.
No,
and
he was
the
there
girls,
as a DD.
I was the DD.
Jesus is all right with me.
I had friends that were like, they sold balloons. They knew where to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I had friends that did that and like
computer cleaner shit.
Computer cleaner, Nas balloons, like all sorts of shit. But like
since high school, you were into the hookah shit. I was like, what's up with this dude, dog?
Fuck with the Arab nation.
Everywhere he would go,
Wonderland, bro.
Everywhere he would go, he'd be like, "Yo, can I use your stove?" I was like, "What is this fool gonna cook, dog?"
You was got baking soda or what? Dog?
He just pulls out a little spoon.
No, because
like, what the hell's going on?
Before they did it, he had a little.
Yo, niggas got a little bit of cinnamon,
a little kit, and then he wouldn't. They didn't have those self-starting charcoals, so he put like fucking charcoal on the stove
top. Yeah.
It's like, suck this dude right here, dog.
But Charamud life.
You know what? I think I've been smoking hookah since I was like 17.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like, yo, this has been smoking hookah way before, like,
whether it's like cool or not. Like I just, I've just been smoking.
Been doing it for
whether
a while.
it's cool or not.
Those fat ribs. Yeah. I mean, it evolved because like the first one was like a little shitty hookah, and then you got the one with the ice in it, then the milk, then you got the different chambers, and So it started like it definitely.
It's a hobby.
I like when they put crack in it. That shit kicks, B.
My lungs burn. Yo.
That shit rips your lungs up, B. So you can't smoke this much chemical.
At sororities, do they smoke pee dogs or? Nah.
Like old school party crews?
Like old school party crews, you think it's just a joint, and then
I've never smoked crack, but I've
it feels
snorted
like it shred your lungs, and you're like, oh no, I just smoked crack. But yeah, no, I mean, I guess that doesn't happen in
G.
We should get Fidel on the podcast. Maybe he got some good stories.
Do you talk to Fidel?
No.
Not exactly.
No.
I did G with that food.
I smoked glass with him once.
I never smoked glass, so I snorted it, but I never smoked glass.
So you ain't a fiend, huh?
If you only snort it, you're not a fiend.
Then you're not a lowlife. You still hold some respect. But...
So what's the craziest shit that went down in the sorority that you could talk about?
They fucking shaved some girl's head.
And the ones you
allegedly.
Oh, and the ones that you can't talk about, and you can just say allegedly. You see, like everyone has like an idea of the crazy shit that goes down, but or like like what they think would go down, but they probably don't know unless you lived it. So
some girl had to shave herself from head to toe.
Some what?
I'm with that. Like
some girl had to shave herself from head to toe.
Oh, like eyebrows and hair.
She just looked like a stray Barbie doll.
Be like
did you haze people? Because if you had
the president, you have to haze people.
So you have to like come up with shit to do.
They jumped some girl.
She's lying. He said like, of course you're not supposed to.
She's lying, dog. All her littles are like this. Bitch is lying.
No.
So is that like a role?
She didn't haze food, but she organized it, dog.
Nah.
No, I did my men's stuff. Our school really cracked down after the
horse
guy
incident.
Getting branding.
Oh.
The guy getting branding.
Oh, I thought the horse incident.
We had one organization that girls were getting alcohol poisoning. So they brought somebody in that was in charge of all of us, and they really cracked down.
Oh.
And my sorority is full of like a lot of type A personalities, so they would have narked.
Oh, okay.
So
fucking narcs?
Why do you choose type A personalities?
Because there's only a certain type that goes into my major.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know what the fuck type A means, yo.
Like really strong-headed women join my organization. So
the type of women you wouldn't date, fool.
The type of women that are not allowed in a house together because too many ideas.
Then they form brothels, nigga.
That's how we're gonna pay for college.
Student loans are no joke, okay?
Yo, if I could suck dick for pay off my student loans, I would, be. The niggas got dead, dog.
So, I mean, even if there was hazing, you couldn't talk about it, though.
You can't talk about it.
No, there's no.
It happened.
It doesn't happen. It
doesn't
all right. Well, so what is some hazing you heard did happen, but in other sororities? Not yours.
Obviously not hers.
No, obviously not hers. Never hers.
Nothing, just a lot of drinking.
Or like, either you chug this bottle or you're out?
Kind of, yeah. Or they'd line up different, like cups with, like, different stuff, and you just have to go through the line. No matter what, you can't stop. You just got to keep drinking.
How nasty were some of them?
I don't know. I didn't do it.
No, but, like, that you heard of,
like pickle juice?
I mean, I heard girls weren't making it through the lines, and then they'd be like, if you want this bid, you better make it through.
Shit.
Oh.
This one's mine?
Or, I mean, I don't know.
That one's...
Oh, that's his.
I heard more stuff about, like, the parties than any hazing.
Oh, like, the parties got out of hand?
Yeah, I mean, like, there was fraternities you knew, like, don't drink at those parties. Like,
oh, that one's
like the date rape fraternity or...
What the
fuck?
Like, there was ones you just didn't want to go to, or if you went, you made sure you had, like, a guy in your group, or...
Like a date rape fraternity? Like
you knew there was a good chance that they were going to slip you something if you went to that party.
Bad.
I want to go to some of those parties. Like, what the fuck? Like,
you want to get date raped?
Like, the drugs are gonna
come on, guys. I'm open for business.
You just come out, bro.
No. You want to go for one of two reasons. We want to get date raped or you want to date rape.
And either one is not acceptable.
Either way, we're looking at you like, what?
This was sus.
Like, who undid my pants?
That's good.
Damn. So I guess if you're a woman, that's some shit you have to worry about.
Well, there was
we have like a word, like we have a I'll give my organization away if I say it. So we have like a title for a certain girl and she's in charge of you when you go out. So she's the one that drives. She's our designated driver. Yeah, our buddy. So she gets us to and from the party. She's watching those of us that she's responsible for.
And do you guys rotate that?
A frat got in trouble in our school because their buddy didn't watch out for one of the guys that got kicked out of the club, and he walked onto the 405 because he didn't know how to get back to Irvine. And he got hit. Yeah, that was bad.
That's high.
They mad cracked down on everybody. They disbanded that fraternity, and then I think everybody was like on crackdown. Especially happened the day before Mother's Day.
That's hilarious.
It's like that's not hilarious.
Fucked up.
That's horrible.
Really?
You should have seen this. It happened by like you could see it.
Was it by boomers, bro?
No. Oh no. It wasn't by
that been high for some niggas golfing some just cracked.
Did he pay the toll or not?
Nah.
He didn't pay the toll. What do you think's gonna happen?
Because the person who was in charge of him apparently didn't want to leave the club. And that's the
reason. He didn't want to leave.
Yeah, because the person that was supposed
and the guy's like, "Nah, I'm done. I gotta go."
Yeah. Well, he got into a fight at the club. So the bouncers took them out instead of the other guy coming out saying, "Hey, well, let's get you home," because he was already way too drunk. They left him outside of the club, and he's like, "Well, the only way I know how to get back to the so he started walking on the 405.
Jesus.
That fool's hype,
He doubled down. He was gonna get home no matter what.
It was sad, dude. When we walked out, like when we saw the mom show up, that was crazy.
Where's my kid?
Why would you see the mom show up?
Because the cops, all the cops were there.
It was Art's roommate.
Arthur was like, "You ain't down to walk the 405."
He wasn't living in the house. He was living in the dorms.
Oh, I see.
So
she's like showed up for Mother's Day, like to visit her son?
I don't think she showed up for Mother's Day. I think she showed up because the cops called.
Was that around the time you disposed of your vehicle?
That's how I got rid of the first vehicle. Nah, it was crazy.
Hey, fool shit happened.
It was sad.
We've all been there.
Nah.
Oh, how sad that is.
Yeah,
to lose your son on fucking Mother's Day.
But you didn't lose shit. The next day, you guys
have some empathy,
like,
bro.
You guys serious right now? Like, you don't have a heart or what, dog?
Not for people that go on the freeway. What do you think's gonna happen, dog?
Damn.
Not for drunks.
Nah. I mean, I'm joking, obviously.
Yeah.
And what do you think's gonna happen if you play chicken with a car?
I think I'm gonna win, though.
I've never
thought he was Frogger, but there's no
expert mode, pussy.
His last words were Colby. He tried to jump the vehicle.
The fool copied the video.
And he's not from around town or what?
Nah.
Was that before Uber? No one could call that?
Yeah, it wasn't. There was no Uber, dude.
Uber's like 2 years old.
There was, but that fool didn't want to leave the club.
Nah, there was no ride sharing.
Damn, so did they charge that guy with second-degree manslaughter?
Well,
no, the buddy?
How?
The person who ran
the
him
buddy?
over,
Why would they charge?
It's a hit and run. No, it's a hit and run.
Oh, the guy took off?
Yeah, they found him dead in the street.
Who's gonna stop on the freeway in the middle of the night? There's no one around.
I would have taken that fool's wallet.
Really?
Yeah.
First thing I do, fool, I'm checking to make sure my windshield's alright.
Nah.
That's $500.
First thing I'm doing is I'm burning the vehicle, dog.
I ain't burning shit, nigga.
Second of all,
I'm going to my local car wash, fool, putting in 3/4, washing my shit, fool.
It's on sale.
Cash, right? Paying cash.
Cash, B. Hey, dog, you wanna know?
Taught you well, dog.
Towards
you believe I hit this big ass cap?
towards when I started leaving college, there was a bunch of robberies, dude. I was like, what? Like, you were leaving parties at 3 a.m. and people were getting robbed. I was like, what the fuck?
You have to be.
The shit that like got to me, dog. Like my sister's senior year, the whole shooting on campus and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like, dog.
Like, that one bato?
Yo, dog.
A girl in
like,
my high school died in that.
Like
really?
I'm
That's
like,
like graduated
yo,
with
like I'm not supposed to do this, but like you want to take one of my guns.
Uh-huh.
You want to have one in like your dorm, your apartment. But you know,
the
like
homie was horny. What
Nah,
the fuck?
any gun on campus.
Wasn't that
no,
his
she lived off campus, like an apartment.
Okay,
but like
still,
You just have a sniper.
Her roommate was not all there, dog. So I was like,
What?
her roommate Did you guys ever meet Patty?
She was a fiend, huh?
Yeah.
She tried to fuck Juan, dog.
She's a fiend, though, bro.
She's like, I'm horny, dog.
How about a fact?
Hey, wait, where was she from? I forgot, dog. It was like some straight white girl from like.
No, she was Cherokee or some shit.
Yeah.
Native American.
Hey, she's like Cherokee right here, but like.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
But she was like, wow, dog. Like
the firewater would get the homegirl, though.
yeah, dog.
Serio, man. The firewater would get the homegirl Patty, man.
She fucked her up, dog.
She got fucked up some like.
But what that guy shoot up
partying.
Santa Barbara for? Because he was horny, right?
But
Well, it's because like he felt rejected by a woman. He had
Yeah,
this
he was
whole
horny,
memoir
bro.
about it.
He was horny.
How he just felt like he was rejected, and all these beautiful women would never get the chance. He felt like entitled to them.
She was like a block away from like.
See, for him, I feel empathy, dog. I'm gonna
Come
feel-
on, this in America. You feel empathy, dog? Like this.
I never read his memoir.
one good soul went that
It
day.
was hard to read.
No, he was just being a jackass. Like, you don't look at me. Like, he's like, because I walk by and no one even turns around. It's like, what the fuck?
Welcome to America.
But also, he was, he came from like a middle class family, and like, and that fool just felt entitled to shit. For, like,
I remember he drove a
guess.
BMW. That's what.
yeah, like I have a BMW and they still don't look at me. Like, oh
Yeah, he thought
yeah,
because he had like money and stuff that women should be like flocking to him.
yeah.
Well, because I mean, his car was fully loaded though. Fuck. It came with a pussy magnet and everything. But he's like, "Yo, why isn't it working?"
I try to take it back to the dealership. They won't take it back.
I watched Borat, nigga. I know what's up.
Damn, so they made you drink crazy drinks. Wait, so
At least you didn't get run
did you
over.
wait? If you get stuck with the buddy thing, is that your role for the rest of the year? Like,
No,
not your buddy,
no,
you
it
know?
takes-
Oh,
yeah,
see,
it
that was the
Typically,
term.
it's like the minors or the
Yeah.
girls that don't drink. Because like when I joined, I was 17.
Oh shit,
So
here we
I
go.
was the buddy for a while.
Oh yeah.
17. What do you? Till 21? Till you're a senior
graduated.
almost?
I
Can't even
graduated
fucking
20.
smoke cigarettes. To 21, dog.
It took me a while. But yeah, I was the buddy for a while.
But did you drive?
Yeah, I drove like my big and a couple other girls all the time.
But you only had your permit though at 17. Like,
No, I had a license.
What are you talking about?
What are you? What?
I've
Don't
had
you
my
get your-
license since I was 17,
I
dog.
got it when I was 16.
White privilege in America, dog.
That's
She
what
got
I'm
that
saying.
shit
I was like, don't. But until you're 18, aren't you supposed to be driving with someone who's 25 or
No, you're a
older? Oh, within a year.
Oh, within a year, yeah.
Since
That's
started
legalities,
since you
though,
got
dude.
it- Yeah, all right. So she's breaking down the system. 'Cause I was
She
like,
got that
damn,
driver's ed,
you have to
dog.
make sure someone in sorority's 25
I
and
got
up,
my
and
shit since I was
you're
17.
I
legit.
wanted to be there a year.
That's why I
Damn,
learned
so
how
you
to
drove
drunk
people around
drive.
for a minute because
Clean
you,
drink.
yeah. Now you can't even buy cigarettes until you're 21. Not like at least that was something to look forward to. Like, oh, 18, go get my first black and mild.
You
My
did
first
that?
mouth
With some
yeah.
hand dog?
My
You
first
bought
shit.
smokes for
Yeah,
your 18?
Yeah.
As soon as it hit midnight, I hit up my gas station. Hit the hen dog.
Once
Give me a little black mild
No, yeah.
and
That
some
was-
Camel Crush.
So if you weren't a responsible buddy, you got kicked out?
We had some girls, like we had one buddy probably like 2 years ago. She left everybody at her party. She went to a different party.
That's high.
Oh.
She can't even.
That's heinous.
selfish shit.
Well,
Well,
those
yeah,
guys
I mean,
shit,
like
dog.
she got in trouble because like you have like an
We
internal
just
kind of
ditched
like
the
policing.
homies.
What happened?
So internally, you have like kind of like a
Yeah.
policing. Like you have girls that discipline, and try to like getting other
Y'all
girls disciplined.
ostracized her.
Like you paddle her? Or?
No.
You guys got
That's
like
high,
20
bro.
jobs. This is a buddy. There's.
I wanna go to the
cop
next
check on the
disciplinary
buddy.
meeting,
There's a
dog.
cop
Yeah.
to
No,
check
like
on the
maybe
cop
like
who's
internally,
checking
like
on the
we
buddy.
have rules. And if you
No,
don't follow the rules,
it-
there's someone that holds us accountable to
Look,
the rules.
yeah.
And then you get
exactly.
paddled, bro.
I can't join. I hate rules, yo.
Nah,
There's
you-
so
You
many
would get
rules.
kicked
You
out.
voted on the rules though.
Dog, you wouldn't last in a fraternity. You're
No,
a piece
you
of
wouldn't.
shit.
As long as they don't say you gotta wake up before like
As soon as
noon,
they say
you would've been
pledge
good.
clean house, this fool would just go buy pledge. Leave it on the counter.
This was an
I
asshole.
mean, I like a clean house, but it's more about like.
Nah, but you're
like
whole,
everyone,
Yeah.
You look at her while she's looking at this one, and then this one has to be doing it. Oh, like
Well, no,
oh,
I mean,
yo.
like that's who you would go to. So, like, if you
Feels
were
like a
my
lot
buddy
of
and you left me,
micromanaging. Huh?
I would tell my standards like the buddy left.
Yeah.
Oh.
Standards. Would
I mean, yeah, that's
handle it.
fucked up. Like if you like,
No, word.
even if you like,
Not
hey, I'm
yours.
DD, then
Like,
you
may
like,
like take away their letters or take away something.
Yeah,
So
punish
you-
them for.
Yeah, like you.
They paddle them.
Can you whip them?
So what's up? Can I go to the next disciplinary meeting or what?
We could film it.
Yo, low-key, we're gonna waterboard you, dog. Just put the
Yo, I love that new thing where fools are getting beer boarded, fool.
Have you seen that?
That's hype, fool. Yeah. Dylan, you think in colleges you just put a little rag over someone's head and you just beer board them?
Nah.
You waterboard them with beer, man.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Dylan, you just fucking sip beer like that, dog.
Nah.
That in there.
Hey, next tailgate.
I'm down to get beer boarded, dog.
Next tailgate, I'm down.
Beer board me, my nigga.
Because you don't even know how, like, he's like...
You're just drowning. It's torture.
Drowning with beer.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Oh, but it sounds hype, though.
Drink or what?
Have you seen the one where they...
Because it goes into your nose as well.
You're just drowning.
Stop.
It's
The cloth spreads the liquid so that
yeah,
it's like
the whole point is to simulate like drowning.
Yeah.
But it's alcohol,
it's not like just hitting your mouth.
I got steady hands.
Instead of shotgunning a beer, like they make the hole and then they put another beer in it.
In your eyes and all that shit. Oh, no, fuck that.
So now it's like a 3 beer thing.
Well, I like when they spill shit in their eyes.
Beer bongs are fun.
That's some supreme fatty shit, dog.
Oh, when he puts lemon in his eyes. I was an idiot, dog.
Nah, but the beer boarding is hype, fool.
Nah.
That and tackling doors is cool, fool.
Yo, have you seen them tackling doors?
No, I have not seen any
fucking
of this.
tables at
like all the
tailgates,
Bills Mafia shit is just like now go. Well, I mean, it's probably always been in the colleges. They're just
Well, the
like,
Bills Mafia is just what college people are doing in college, but they're bringing it to
tailgating. They're like you see like this door that kind of looks like cheap wood.
Yeah.
They just run through them and they break them. They tackle them down.
Uh-huh.
They basically just destroy their house. And like anything that's wood that could be broken.
It's like dunking and beer pong?
Is it because
but that's hype, bro.
Is it because they live in like some like fucking rundown shit, dog? Because like I mean, California,
no, you're just in a
cost
dorm.
of living
You're
is
in a
not
dorm.
cheap, dog. Like,
bro, you're bored.
Why the
You're
fuck
in
would
a
you break a
dorm.
door?
The majority of the stuff's taken care of. Like when you're living in a dorm, half the shit you don't do. My friends used to do some heinous shit. I feel bad for the cleaners. They'd come from the cafeteria with bananas and apples and stuff, and as soon as we stepped into the common room, boom! They'd just be hitting walls. There was once where it was splattered everywhere, and I felt bad.
But it's funny, dog.
They were laughing, but I'm like, that's not cool, dude. Someone's have to clean this shit
My
up.
uncle has to clean this
But
up.
you have to remember that
Because they would do it. They would do it on Saturday night, and Sunday the cleaners didn't come. So all of Sunday, and then Monday. As soon as Monday hits, they get in. You see these poor defeated people come in, start trying to clean up. Like
you have to remember that most people that go to college, like they're not low income fools, right? So
I don't know. I just know that was
these fools are like most people. They're like middle class people, fool, and they're like what do they know about having parents that had to do shit?
The only shit that did make me laugh, which it was fucked up, it was an asshole thing of me to do.
Someone took a shit in the college.
Nah.
Me to do?
That was always funny.
Our RA was really like
Chill?
into like his drawings and stuff, and he put up a bunch of Pokemon because our theme for our dorm was like Pokemon.
Oh, I remember this story.
So he spent a bunch of times making these posters like "Do not run" or just all that basic bullshit.
The RA shit.
Yeah. So he had all these nice posters that you could tell he put a lot of time into.
They were all hand drawn.
And we had gotten drunk, and we showed up we're in the dorm, and then one of my friends goes to the other one, hey, dude, bite that poster. And then it's like, nah, man, I ain't gonna bite that poster. And eventually, we just took bites out of every poster.
You fools chewed through posters?
To see his face when he came back, because he had just left. And he's like, I'm trusting you guys. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And he came back because he was going to go visit his parents and stuff. He came back. He's like, who did this to my posters?
This piece of shit just bit through his
my God.
posters.
And my friends were laughing. They were dying. They're like, hey, man, we've got like, termites. And I'm like, oh, this is horrible. I felt bad because once you sober up, you see the damage you've done.
Yeah.
It's funny though.
That's what he's hurt more than anything. It's
Well,
not like it's just posters, bro.
No, because we were also one of the worst dorms because we didn't he tried to set up events and we'd always just shit on his events. Like we showed up to movie night and said, we've seen this one already. And he really wanted to show us the movie. We're like, we've seen this already. We're pieces of shit. Like, we'd ruin his, trying to be an RA because, he got the RA job. So he's like, oh, I want I want to help these kids. Like,
he just wants to make the best of it.
Well, no, his job is to make sure the people in the dorm are having a good time and that they're socializing. Because like one of the things is like you have to be socializing in college, or else you'd like. That's part of it. You have to be a productive member of society.
And we thought we were being smart when we busted out the table, started playing like water pong, but like you'd go into one of the dorm rooms to actually take the drinks because we're all underage at this point. Like,
right.
So we thought we were smart, and then he's like, you can't be playing that in the hall. He's like, we're not doing anything wrong. And one of my friends would get belligerent when he was drunk. He was just like, Tasso, he would go like,
you want to fight me, bro?
Guy? Yeah, he'd get crazy with them. And
I bit your posters.
Oh, man.
I'm hungry, nigga.
Nah, we were pretty mean to him. It felt
What
bad.
movie was he trying to show? Pokemon?
No, it was, which one was it? It had the fucking mall rats.
Instead of being normal people and drawing like penises on the posters,
we did that.
This was started eating the posters.
We did the drawings on the posters too.
This was just straight.
But we were drawing it on the individual ones, the penises on the individual ones. The ones that took more time.
17 and 8-year-old cats.
Oh man, we were assholes.
And then any of his events, you guys would just trash?
The one time he tried to get us was that we had bought Porca a 2-foot bong, like because he was a huge pothead, and so we bought it. Everyone gathered money to buy him a thing, and we had the celebration in the common room. He shows up. He's like, "Oh, so what's going on? You guys can't have that." And it's like, "What? It's for tobacco," and like he took it from us, but they couldn't do anything. So what ended up happening.
It's only paraphernalia.
Yeah. There was no like weed residue or nothing. It was brand new. So they took it from us. They held it for 3 days, and I told them, I'm like, dude, don't do anything until like the heat calms down on this, because the first thing they're gonna do. They gave it back to you. What's the first thing they're gonna do? It's like they're gonna check us, but who gives a fuck? So they went straight into the room. They started blazing the room out. And I was like, fuck, man. That's when the cops... Oh, fuck, man. There's a lot of stories there. I'm talking too much. Yeah, but it was...
Wait, the cops showed up because you guys were getting high?
No, so I was playing my Super Nintendo because one of the TVs...
There's vandals, fool.
Was in there, right? And,
little vandal savages.
And they said, I'm like, well, I'm just going to play the NES. So I'm playing the Super Nintendo, and then all of a sudden they come back with a bong, and they're all happy and shit. And it's like, dude, we gotta hit this. We
beat the system.
It was so bad that all the decorations, like even the decorations of like the trees, because he would like to set up the themes. Like, let's put it this way: he wasn't openly gay, or RA, but it was pretty fucking obvious. Like, he didn't come out because he's very religious.
So he didn't hit on you, is what you're saying?
Nah.
That's what I was mad at.
But he was very effeminate.
Yes. And he would decorate our shit legitly. Like,
it looked nice.
He put a lot of work into it.
Like a mother would.
And he had put Christmas trees. So my friends thought it'd be a hilarious idea to take down the Christmas tree and then put nothing but pot leaves all over the Christmas tree that he had worked on. And he puts it up, and then, of course, we're all laughing and everything, and we're inside the dorm. They're hotboxing the dorm, and then all of a sudden, not him as the RA, some other people supposedly said they saw us from across the parking structure, that they saw a light, like fire. Supposedly they were seeing the thing, and then they're like, no, that's not true. That's not true. You can't come in here. Call the cops. So, of course, they fucking call the cops.
You've been sparking in the closet, you fucking liar.
No, because he says it smells like marijuana. And then
Irvine PD's no one to fuck with.
There's nothing out there.
Yeah.
So fucking one of my friends thought it'd be hilarious to talk shit to the RA because it was an RA. And he's like, oh, you could smell the tree? This fool could smell the tree. Oh my God, our tree is coming to life. And just talking shit to this RA. And the RA is just taking all this bullshit from a kid, waiting for the cops to show up.
17 and 18-year-old me.
You never see so many people sober up on the fucking... everyone's sobered up. And I hadn't done anything, so I sat there and I was just nervous. I was like, "What the fuck's going on?"
They're gonna call my parents.
The cops had come. They all sat us down in a row outside the dorm.
They're gonna take my Nintendo away.
There was one guy inside still.
Yeah,
and they're like, "We need what you guys were smoking out of."
The fool's just blazing while the cops are there.
So they were trying to do the separation of like, let's hear the two sides of the story.
Yeah.
And the guy
Divide and conquer,
was
pussy.
still in there, the statement that the guy from outside said, "Oh, we were smoking out of a little piece. We weren't smoking out of a bong. We were smoking out of a little piece." Uh-huh. So then the cop goes in there and he's like, "Okay, so I need to see what you guys are smoking out of." And my friend Karthik was shitting it. He was like, "I don't know what to do." And of course, my friend Porca just yells out, "He's talking about the piece!" like, and then the cop comes out, "Hey, we didn't tell you to talk. You're not supposed to be talking." And fucking finally, like, he hands him the piece, and apparently they didn't find the bong, so it was...
Where was it?
It was hidden in a box underneath the bed, and they never checked there. The cops just went in, they tested everybody. The one test they did is like, okay, everyone stick out your tongue. And people who had cotton mouth couldn't get their fucking tongue out of their mouth.
Really?
I don't know if it was just a suggestion that, hey, you have to take your tongue.
That's just a mind fuck.
Yeah, it was a mind fuck.
Yeah.
And all of them were having trouble taking their tongue out. And it was obvious, but they were like, oh, well, I think they got
tickets?
No, the cops were relatively chill.
How is that acceptable drug test?
Yeah,
like
form of drug
no, it's not a drug test.
It's not.
They didn't drug test us.
Yeah. They're basically just making you shit it so you don't do it again.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. It was to make us shit it, and then, I think 3 of the people who couldn't get their tongues out ended up doing like not community service. It was some shit that they had to do for the actual housing. And they had to go clean. They were on probation. They were like, it was a whole big.
You just get warnings, dog. Like,
yeah.
Hey. So they didn't even get kicked out or nothing.
No.
Oh, it takes a lot to get kicked out of school.
It takes a lot.
Fucking just flunk out.
Oh well, yeah. If your grades aren't
if
there.
you're not in the school
That's
no more,
yeah.
Can you get kicked out but still live in the dorms?
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Van Wilder shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
So and then, is that the only reason the cops showed up? Did you ever guys?
No, because the RA.
That and Arthur was crying the whole time.
Yeah, I was crying the whole time.
Oh no!
No, I wasn't worried because I'm like, I know I could stick my tongue out. I had no issue with that.
Give me a drug test right now.
I'm like, put your dick on it. I'll make it worth your while.
Don't arrest me, bro. My daddy's gonna beat me for.
No, daddy, no.
Yeah, but that was. I forgot how we got on that story.
You're a fucking degenerate. That's why.
About the dorm situation.
Oh no, she was talking about
assholes.
The people and what they would do at frats and sororities.
She was talking about the date rape. Then
that's how we got there.
Then Philip was like, "Oh, that's hype. I'd like to party." And we were like, "Word."
Yeah.
I totally fuck with it. Was there any other house that was known for other shit than rather than just date rape?
There's a goat fucking frat.
Yeah, like if you start like, oh, that frat likes to fuck goats.
I mean, they had their stereotypes, but I don't remember.
What were their stereotypes?
There was like the pretty boys.
Mm-hmm. The cultural frats. No.
Or like the pretty boys, there was like the scruffy ones, like all the guys had like beards or something.
There's all the Mexicans.
There was like the reject one, like like that was the pretty one.
Yeah,
like they're like totally fratty.
Always wearing tank tops, no matter.
It's hype when you're the fat nigga in that crew.
Like,
yeah.
I like the fat fools that are
and occasional sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
Sunglasses is hype though.
And then there was
the engineering one.
The rejects. Is that
like
the one
ones,
where?
Yeah.
The ones that got accepted weren't getting.
Revenge of the Nerds.
No, that was the engineering one, and then step up like kind of above that was like the guys that didn't get into any other fraternity. Like they somehow.
No, but they kind of grouped together.
Yeah, they kind of just ended up in this one.
Yeah. Okay.
With the Bad News Bears one.
Mm-hmm.
Bad News Bears.
So which one were you on?
I was the engineering.
What was you guys just there? So you guys were the
nerdy ones.
Revenge.
Yes, yeah, we're kind of the nerdy ones.
That was a hive.
What kind of parties did you guys throw? Did you guys throw any themes?
We didn't, as a group, throw any.
It was more about going to the parties.
Yeah,
right?
we more went to parties. Or like we did like joint stuff.
Who threw the best parties? Did the Bad News Bears?
Theirs were pretty good. Well, it depended on what you want to go for. Like the engineering one, you went to because you knew it was safe.
Oh,
like, you weren't gonna get in trouble. Like you were gonna have water.
Play a game of Monopoly.
Like you were gonna get drunk, but like you were gonna be safe drunk. Like you could fall asleep on their couch, okay. Like they were cool.
They had no libido.
Like I mean, you trusted them. They were like our brothers. So like for us, like we trusted.
That's the perfect thing they want to hear. Yeah, we're their brothers.
You're my little brother.
We have absolutely no sex appeal.
Plus, I mean, if they're also engineers, you pretty much like are in all the classes together, so you know them.
Yeah,
you know them
really
pretty
well.
good. Yeah.
So that was the safe part. That was if you wanted to have.
If you wanted to drink and like get fucked up and like you know you're okay at the end of the night.
Yeah.
You go there.
You don't have to worry about anything.
But the better themes were probably like Sigma Nu, Sigma Chi.
So that's like the pretty boy.
Yeah, there's like the pretty boy ones. They had the good themes. Like they had Mardi Gras, they had Heaven and Hell.
Mm-hmm.
They had Schoolgirl Party. They had a lot of good ones.
Mm.
Schoolgirl party. See everyone.
Now, did any buddies lose their buddies?
I always had my buddies.
Okay, all right.
The younger girls weren't as good at keeping their buddies.
That's how you fucked up. You know, people take off. Like,
yeah.
I'm not
I remember one of my littles ended up in a room one time, and my big busted down the door to get her out. Like, pulled this girl out.
You will not be making this life decision.
We just like, you're not gonna make my line look like this, because like each family, like you have a line, like it's like my big, and then me and my littles, and like so on.
Yeah.
She's like, you're not gonna make our line look like this, and pulled her out of the room.
Whoa.
My big's kind of intense.
No.
She's single or what?
She just got married.
She sounds like my kind of girl. She busts doors down me. That's high, bro.
What was the biggest trouble you ever?
She put hands on me. That's cool. Fool.
My big.
Fuck me up.
My big wanted to act like my mom when I first went to college.
So you snapped on her like, you ain't my mom.
Yeah. So
and she's like, I am your mom.
I just pretty much was. She is my mom, but I didn't want to act like it.
All right.
But I came in like, I was a brat.
Okay.
I was a pain in the ass, so I kind of needed her.
No.
Oh, man.
Whip you to shape?
Yeah.
But did that teach you then how to treat your littles? Or were you like, yo, I'm the cool one.
I'm a cool
like,
parent.
Y'all want to smoke weed, so you want to chill, you want to...
It depends on my little. Like, one of my littles I don't talk to.
They're single or what?
Oh, okay.
She's dead to me. We don't talk.
No, okay.
One of my littles is
single.
None of my littles are single.
That's a tragedy.
My first little is like my best friend. I met her my first day of college.
Okay.
So we've been friends ever since.
Mm-hmm.
My second little we don't talk. And then my oops baby. You've met my oops baby.
Jasmine?
Yeah. She's a lot of work.
Why is her name Oops Baby?
Because I
chose her as a little.
Because like I took her like too late. Like I was in my last year, and I was like, no, I want a little. Like I want to influence this girl's life. And I picked her up, and my little's work. I love her. This girl's work.
Damn.
And she's not single though.
She's out there or what?
Tragedy.
She's looking at Felipe like.
How would you describe
her? She's fucking out there.
She's with the
noise.
Like,
she's really
good.
bold.
She's good with blades.
She's like a younger version of me.
Like,
I think that's what it is.
Maybe she's bold.
Bold.
She's like attention on me all the time.
Yeah, she's way more of an attention whore than me.
And it's like
I'm an attention,
bro. Even on my birthday, to tell her like it's not your day.
Yeah, like dude, I need you to like you're at a 10 right now. I need you to like at like a 6. Like calm the fuck down. Like,
why does it help talking to me?
Fuck is you, little Havana boy?
and she swears she's fucking beaner too, dog. Like, you know, she.
Hey, we raza though.
She be looking like a white girl though, dog. Like,
she could be raza if she wants.
But there's like, you know, raza. And
there's like Inland Empire raza. There's like, you know, there's raza. And then
I'm
there's
American,
like North Cal raza, dog.
No, I meant like you. So like you're, you know, she's up here. She feels a certain way. And then
there's that side of the table. There's this side of the table.
So the one you don't talk with, that shit just ended because she moved away, or you just like fuck her?
No, we just got in a fight. We haven't talked in like 3 or 4 years.
You put hands on her or what?
No.
You should have.
Yeah. She broke a bottle. Get it going. Oh, did it happen while you were in the
graduated 7 months ago.
Yeah, we haven't talked in a while.
So you guys were part of the sorority together, but you
wouldn't talk to her?
Mm-mm.
She put hands on her.
How do you guys go to events, but you're like, I'll talk to everyone except that one?
Easy.
Yeah?
Do just that. say hi to everybody, and then.
But didn't that mean?
I've done it. It's not that
But
hard.
didn't that mean that people were looking bad at your line? Because you're like, oh look, they won't even talk to each other, or you didn't care.
I don't really care.
Oh,
I don't really.
Because if you were talking about lines, that's why I was like, oh, is that
they
like?
do, but then they understand why I don't.
Yeah, if they understand what's
why
going
would she
on.
do?
She
That's
just
what I wanted to know.
went too far.
With what?
There was stuff I told her that only she knew, and she
Damn.
told everybody.
If I would have got rid of my friends who told too much.
That's why we got a bad line.
Our Nestor line is.
It was a really low blow. It was when I was running for president. She just threw a really low blow, and there was girls I didn't get along with, and I didn't want them to know.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling.
Like, she pretty much just made sure everybody knew my business, and then she just broke my trust.
I mean, how bad was his business though?
It was pretty bad.
Oh yeah, she really put you on blast.
Yeah.
Damn.
I thought that's what friends do, but that's from my experience.
Apparently. Are we in an abusive relationship that I don't know?
They expose your weaknesses, bro.
I mean, once it's out there, then you could get over it.
Yeah.
Move past it.
Eat it, dog.
I swear.
Let's get over it, dog. Let's get over it.
We didn't have that good of a friendship to start out with. Like, she's not one of the people that was worth fixing.
Right,
Yeah.
no, yeah. I hear
There's
you.
people worth fixing. There's people not worth
Yeah, it
fixing.
wasn't worth fixing.
You're worth fixing, though.
Me?
Yeah.
You've been deemed so.
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit, but you are a piece of shit.
That sounds like Arch talking shit, but I was like, dog, don't act like you haven't done crazy shit.
What have I done?
Not that I know of. I'm
not putting people on blast.
He's just gonna put me on blast. The same shit we were just getting mad about him about. He's like, fuck.
You can't help it, man.
Let's shoot some posters.
That's hype.
You don't know what kind of markers that fool used. That shit could have fried this fool's brain.
They put it past them.
Who smoked a lot of reefer. This was permanent reefer madness.
That's dope. I mean, sometimes you gotta cut people off. I was just like, should have just been like, let's just fight and get over with. You know what I mean? Like,
That's not how women.
Yeah.
That's not how women work, though.
That's how they work.
They never
Some of
forget.
them
That's how me and my sister got over
Never
things. So.
forget, dog.
nah, for you start that rah for you put hands on each other and
That's me and my older
that
sister.
business.
That's what me and my older sister did. For us. You fuck
Sometimes you
her
gotta
up.
slap box with your homies fool, and then just get over it.
Sometimes you catch a pipe to the neck.
Sometimes you just have to hold it within and say it's gonna get better.
That's what happened one time.
Are you saying
It'll get
your
better.
brother's a sister?
My sister hit me with a pipe. We got over our
She
problem.
piped it up.
Smacked that bitch with a broom. I'll tell you that.
Oh shit, we didn't even talk about. Did we talk about Friendsgiving? We brought it up, but then we right.
No.
That's like a millennial thing, though.
What?
Friendsgiving.
What do you mean?
Like, that's like something that's been started up like recently.
With your
Like,
extended family, you have Thanksgiving.
before you have Thanksgiving with like your dysfunctional family.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that one like I don't know YouTube, Snapchat, or
Yeah, YouTube's
Instagram?
dope, dude.
The guy that like
You guys ever heard of this thing called
I'm like,
Good hobby.
this was putting me up on shit right now.
That guy, I mean, the dad is telling his son like,
Oh, the
"Hey, what are you thankful for?" And
the
he's
video
like,
game shit?
I'm thankful for Xbox.
Uh-huh.
And then he just fucking snaps and just like the whole dinner table just like wow, just flips over that shit.
White America's crazy, B. They do it for state, fool.
Not much out there.
Damn. This food hasn't been on YouTube since like what 08? That video's old as fuck, B. It's like one of the original viral videos. Is it Angry Grandpa or
Other people have stories about Thanksgiving where I'm like, damn, B, your fucking family's dysfunctional,
I'm
dog.
working this fucking Thanksgiving.
Like, they got niggas that fight at Thanksgiving, fool.
Why?
Nah, I've
How
never
can you,
had that
how
issue.
can you fight with a full stomach, dog?
This is before the food is out.
Like a side note,
Mhm.
because I know, well, with the exception of, but
what?
where did our Mexican families adapt the tradition of fucking having a turkey for Thanksgiving?
You
Like-
have to. You
Like,
have to
why? Why though? Like, why?
Because
for
Mexicans assimilate.
no. For Christmas we have tamales, we have
Yeah,
you know, we have all our stuff, but for Thanksgiving, like
Because
they
Thanksgiving is a
assimilated-
Because
US
Thanksgiving
holiday.
is like
And
USA,
yeah,
Because turkey's dope, nigga. What
it's
the
like
fuck?
it's like white people
Dry
being
as
like,
fuck though.
Well, that's because y'all niggas know. First
Cinco
of
de
all,
Mayo.
Have
Why
you
don't
never
we
had
drink
smoked
Mexican
turkey?
beer? You
First of all-
Fried turkey.
first of all,
Fried turkey.
if your
Fried?
turkey is dry, food, that means
Actually-
y'all people don't know how to make turkey.
You ain't hating it, right?
Bacon woven.
You don't hit that shit at 11, my nigga.
Gravy
7
covers
Up
dry turkey.
I never
Though.
had
It shouldn't
seven Up.
happen.
What?
It shouldn't
See,
happen,
every
but
year I've had
gravy-
turkey that my mom made it, never been dry, fool.
They're not making it right then.
You fools don't make shit right,
You ain't
fool.
hating it, right?
And she's right. If you're not a good cook, get fried turkey. It won't be dry.
I've had fried turkey. It's pretty good. Yeah, Renee had that last year, but I'm
Was
just like,
money, that piece of shit.
but I'm just like, yo, where did
Mexicans
where
like to party for everything, so I mean, why
But
would they
you're
pass
saying
on a party?
It's like Thanksgiving is not a Mexican holiday. It's
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but
So you gotta
it's
go
a
with the-
U.S. holiday, so you go with the U.S. traditions.
We have macaroni salad.
Yeah,
I was like, you fools have
it's
when
like
this fool was
if
sad,
we
they fools
complaining
get-
like, hey, why are we
I'm
celebrating
not
Hanukkah?
complaining.
And like, why are we eating?
Well, see, like, my whole life-
like, can we eat like cheeseburger? It's like, really?
Are we having Passover next? Or what?
why are we trick or
See,
treating right
like
now?
I've
fool?
always like, I celebrated Thanksgiving once with Juan. Went at Black Friday, and then I was like, oh, this is completely different from what we eat. Because I was like, I always wanted the traditional Thanksgiving with like mashed potatoes and gravy and mac and cheese and the turkey and ham and all that shit. I was like, hell no, my mom just does like potato salad.
They do cold macaroni salad.
And cold macaroni. I'm like, I almost want to chuck this shit at this. I don't want this shit. Yeah, but
You're basic though. Fool.
Where's my Norman Rockwell turkey?
I want the Norman Rockwell
I
penny,
eat
bro.
California rolls at a
The
sushi
day you
spot.
ate filet mignon and you were like, it just tastes like meat. I was like, the fuck is wrong with this
fucking
Are you
nigga?
serious right now? Like,
No,
you
no,
had
no,
filet
no, no.
mignon and
He
you thought it
loved
was
it.
like
No, Adrian.
Your boy over here,
Oh, yeah?
Adrian. is
He's
the
just
one.
like, it's
Hey,
just
yo,
me.
You got to go out to Pico Rivera. That Del
No,
Rey.
dude.
No, believe me, this filet mignon was
Steakhouse.
no.
Steakhouse.
This filet
Legit.
mignon
Dog,
was
yeah.
amazing.
We went to the steakhouse where like they killed the cow in front of us.
Yeah.
No, he
We
couldn't.
chose the cow we wanted.
He couldn't taste the difference between the New York steak that he had and the filet
I could
mignon.
taste the difference, but I
He
was
said-
stuffed and
He
I was
said it all
drunk
just
as
tastes like
fuck.
milk. I mean, like meat.
It's like, I shouldn't even got this meat. It's not even that good.
I was drunk
I'm
as-
like, damn.
You weren't even that drunk.
I was boofing in the fucking restroom. You know me. Dog.
What about you? What do you guys do for your Thanksgiving?
All the normal stuff.
The normal
Just
stuff.
regular
Yeah.
So you
I get
The only time it
faded
gets
though.
like different is like Christmas. We'll have
Does
an
what-
Italian dish.
Oh, okay. Just
Italian.
one
Yeah, we'll
person.
bring Italian.
You guys are Italian or what?
my dad's side's Spanish and Italian.
That's hype, dog.
But
I fuck with lasagna.
does
nigga.
one person, whoever's
Baked
hosting,
ziti,
do
though?
everything,
Yeah.
or do you have it as everyone brings a dish?
No, whoever's hosting does everything. Unless like you
Oh.
ask, maybe they'll bring like dessert or like a starter, but main
Really?
stuff is all done by the person hosting.
So that's how we do Thanksgiving. Do
How?
Whoever hosts.
everyone is in charge of a dish.
No, that's weird.
We can't
nigga.
trust our
Yeah.
family.
So what do you cook? What?
I
Quesadillas?
eat ham.
Well, what do you eat?
dog?
Well,
But
family. It's like
what do you
extended family.
cook?
But what are you in charge of? Because now you're in your own house.
You have
so
your
you're
own
technically-
household.
Oh no, I'm
Your own-
still bandwagoning off of what my mom makes. Fuck
Me
that.
mommy.
But you're your own member
Yeah.
now.
He's gonna bring
Fuck that.
quesadillas with barbecue
Hey
sauce.
guys, I have dipping sauces. There's mustard, ranch.
Kraft's milk.
Nah, fuck
Kraft
that. I ain't gonna bring my own
macaroni
shit.
or-
You're a mad little piece of shit. fool.
Fuck that. I wouldn't know what to bring. Like yams.
Stuffing?
So I'm
Hey,
bringing
bro.
them all.
So like,
Oh,
I'm
raspberry sauce.
hosting Friendsgiving, and I was like, everybody dropped this shit on me, dog. Like, hey, so you can
Don't even invite Art because he
Bro,
won't show
bro.
up.
Non-short.
you gotta. Since you're the host, you gotta do the turkey, and I'm like, puta madre, dog. Like
Yeah.
how the
You're gonna get
Okay.
judged hard. Fool.
turkey, dog.
Turkey's one of the ones where it's
Yeah.
like if you don't, you're
This
not
fool can
good.
barely
Exact
cook
same
chicken,
shit.
dog. Good luck with goddamn
So I
turkey.
never, I fucking hate carving shit, dog. Like we do tri-tip at my house. I can cook it, everything, but I can't cook that shit. So
Where's
I
that
was like,
invite? fool?
Isn't that what
Bro.
the men do? The carving of the turkey?
They had a house.
If you're part of the patriarchy, yeah.
If you're not
part
the
of the
head of a
patriarchy,
household,
dog.
My mom carves that shit. Fool.
is there a YouTube video for that, fool? Because I'll learn that shit overnight, dog.
Get the
But-
get-
but-
The little carving.
See, he's
thing.
trying to put me on YouTube, yet he don't know what YouTube is.
get the king of the
You could
hill.
learn anything on YouTube, bro.
That's how I learned my
They get
stroke
the
game.
The electric
So-
knife.
Hey, like I ended up
Half,
like
half,
you know
both.
what? Like we're gonna skip 1, 2, 3 step because
Uh-huh.
women in the kitchen. I'm not familiar with fucking turkey shit.
Wait, where's this going, bro?
I ordered that
about
shit.
date rape parties.
Women in the
This
kitchen.
nigga's heavy into the
You know what I was
patriarchy, my
like,
nigga.
bro? I ordered that turkey sprouts
From your mother.
No, what?
You ordered it from your mother? You're giving
Sprouts.
orders?
No, sprouts.
Oh, sprouts.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought we were talking about
Sprouts.
turkeys right here.
Yeah, wait.
Okay.
So I ordered a turkey from Sprouts, and I was like, is that
okay,
popping ready? Like, yo.
But he got the female turkey. Like, this is meant for a female turkey. So he's like, "Dig, I got the wrong order."
So I just found out we don't.
Where's the
have
mad turkey at?
Female turkeys for Thanksgiving. It's all male turkeys,
Why?
bro.
Do they taste better?
No,
They taste worse.
you only eat male turkeys.
So what do they do with the female turkeys? Do they lay eggs?
So you're asking if that makes you gay?
What's the controversy here? my boy?
Don't worry, B. Don't worry, dog.
No
one's judge you, bro.
You do know, like, you don't eat like male chickens, right? For like
Roosters?
Yeah.
There is no male chicken dog.
He would never eat a
Okay,
roost
there you
about
go.
the patriarchy, dog. Never put a cock near his mouth.
So what do you call a male turkey then?
Male turkey, dog.
No gobbles. I don't know.
Gobble,
Gobbles?
Which was
Turkey,
the one
nigga?
that fucking Trump's gonna
The pardon?
not eat?
Farting and
But you should know that they're all
bitch
male
about on
turkeys because they
Twitter.
all have the little thing right here, and those are what the male turkeys have.
They inflate it.
So what do the girl turkeys have?
Nothing.
They don't have a little
Female, like most
triple
female
chin?
birds, most females birds' jobs isn't to attract like mates. That's the male's job. That's why like you get phrases like peacocking
peacock.
and like because they're the ones that have to be like they have to work for
They
it.
have to
man.
work.
the women.
No, the men have to work
This
for
one
it.
keeps trying to put women to work. Fool.
The male birds have to
Always more
work
attractive, like
have to work to reproduce. Where like women have the pick of the litter.
So you're comparing
No, I'm just letting
the,
you know.
the turkey to like rap videos, like men with like
No, I'm just
fucking.
Okay, I don't want to go into rap videos because we make it a little racy.
No, I'm just letting you know. That's
The way
why.
things have been going, it's not going around the right path.
That's how you know how they always show like, oh, we're gonna eat this turkey. They always have the little.
They make
Right.
the when
And
they
like,
sing,
and
like,
that's
the
like
gobbles
Wayne
or
and like
And that's how you know you only
Giants or
meal.
whatever they-
That's how you know
they're
you're
all-
only gonna eat male turkey.
What the
flamboyant, like
Yeah.
real.
What the fuck are you talking about, though?
He's talking about how like he just found out that we only eat male turkeys. We don't eat female turkeys.
Right, yeah.
He thought like you can eat either one of them for Thanksgiving.
Just turkey.
Like he didn't know you were eating like male turkey or female turkey.
and he's worried
What's
it's
his-
making him gay.
No,
Too much
no.
testosterone.
He said the hormones is fucking with his wires. Man.
But what was this turkey's pronoun? He, she, cisgender.
So does
what
turkey
is
really
it?
have breasts? I think that's what he's asking.
Is the female turkey breast better? Which turkey has the better breast? Now we're in a debate, fool.
Did the people at Sprouts look at you like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Bro,
Wait,
this
how did
all-
that conversation even start? Like, is this a male or
Because he has to make the turkey now.
You
He found
too,
out-
bro. It's cracking.
No, you know what? This actually
Have
came
you
up
heard
at,
of it?
at work? Like we're like,
Oh,
hey,
okay.
man, like,
Everyone
you know,
at his
it's
job was like, well, "We ain't gonna eat no nigga for fucking Thanksgiving. we want us a female turkey, bro."
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Well, nigga is in the sense
I
of
was
male.
I was put on
yeah,
blast
I
like,
got
hey,
that.
you're gonna fucking cook the turkey. I'm like, fuck.
And then her
So he
like,
tried to
And,
find.
I was like, wait. I
savory
asked
to
them.
female
I'm like,
turkey.
yo,
so
is there a
so on
gender
Tuesday-
identification for a turkey? Like, you know how it's like chicken or cock.
Goose and gander. Yeah.
So
I don't know if turkey has its own specific name.
Can a turkey be pie?
I think
I think they do have names, but female turkey isn't.
but a lot of
ask that for your listeners. Like, have
a
you
lot of
heard
male
comment on
birds
that?
are called
Like,
cocks though.
Mm.
Like it's not just chickens and like
and
roosters.
roosters. Yeah.
Cock is just it tends to be like a
cock of
male
the
name
walk?
for a lot of birds. So.
What
And
about,
hen tends to be a female name for a lot
a
of birds.
bird
Like
that's
they don't that,
A turkey hen.
like that's not specific for like just chickens and roosters. Like that's just a phrase for like a lot of them
for fowls.
for fowls. Yeah,
So with the gender war, though.
I don't know if there's some kind of gender war with turkeys.
That's what I'm saying. He's like, This bird was transitioning its hormones.
I ordered that shit. We'll find. I mean, Google that shit. But like, turkey.
Are you worried it has testicles?
No.
He's worried he's gonna have to cut the dick off.
Giblets. You get the big giblet. The head of the house eats the dick.
What traditions do you all have, bro?
You gotta finagle the balls.
The stuffing's gonna be just straight reproductive organs. We need to get fertile, though.
Are you worried about hosting your friends?
I'm scared for the people that are gonna eat whatever turkey you make now.
He's not making it. He bought it from Sprouts.
He still has to put it in the oven.
He still has to make it.
I thought you.
It's just
I thought you bought
prepped. It's
it
just
made.
prepped. It's got the rub. It's got all
you're
that.
Sprouts is just a grocery store, my boy.
Yeah.
He's buying it pre-made.
No,
Look, listen to-
So all I gotta do is bring it home.
It's seasoned. It's got the rub.
and cut it.
It's ready to go.
He
So
just
all
needs
I
to
have
cut
to
it.
do
He
is
bought it
like
made.
put the oven
temperature
to, like,
on the oven.
You know,
And then
whatever.
baste it.
Yeah.
And then base it. What's base?
It's
What?
when you take the.
What time Mike can I help you with this?
All of that.
All I'm gonna do is get the turkey.
So that the
bring it
turkey
home.
Now you know
dry.
this was a selfish lover who doesn't know what basting is.
It's like, for what?
I'm
For
gonna put that
what?
shit in the oven at whatever
fuck is
degrees
for
No,
Four
it's
times
not
my
you do. You have
for
to keep
how
making
many-
sure that it doesn't get
for how
dry.
many-
Yeah.
You gotta keep it moist, my boy.
Oh my god.
Yo, tomorrow's turkey's gonna taste like ass.
You gotta make sure it never gets dried up. You gotta keep it moist in your
It's just
taste.
stays
You have, like,
moist,
stuffing
bro.
in there?
Like,
Drink should
what?
start to
It's
take
stuffing.
He
action.
spits on his
You
mouth.
have to put it in there no matter what.
Spitting on the turkey.
Oh, he doesn't have a lot of stuffing, but it's an average amount of stuffing.
It's called turkey dressing.
Jesus.
There's enough stuffing where it stays moist.
It's gonna be like, you guys ever heard of this website called YouPorn? So I looked up how to cook my turkey.
Oh my god.
Well, luckily, I have someone on deck ready to go, like to
Nah, she's fucking
monitor that shit.
No, I already told him I'd help him because we didn't make this
Yo,
edible.
but like,
Well,
have you
yeah,
guys
no,
heard of like Indian?
Basting, what is that?
You know what basting was?
Wait, what did you tell me it was?
Loki, do you know even how to put the oven to work in your house? Do you know how to turn on the oven?
Yeah,
and like,
you go on YouTube and then you put an app, and then on your phone, like you just tell your.
so you look it up how to do
No.
it.
Like
No.
on my phone, you.
He's
put,
got a smart
hey,
oven.
Oh, you got a smart oven?
Yeah.
No, he just texts his sister to do it. You take out your phone,
The app
Look
is
up-
called messaging.
hey, how do you turn on the oven though?
No, he's right though. He just puts in his little messaging app like, "Hey, preheat the oven," and
Bro, this is
it gets
2017.
preheated.
like,
He comes back like
Yeah.
it's on, B.
It'd be
Wait
hype
till it
if you
makes the
put
ding
the
and-
turkey in there and never turn it on.
Oh, you turn it on. You wait till it
then fuck
preheats.
it. You wait 2
then-
hours and people start drinking.
Hey, some people like raw
As soon as
shit.
it tells you, as soon as it reaches
Hey,
the temperature,
this
it'll
one's a
tell
la
you.
sushi, so
put
we're
it
just
in
gonna
there.
eat it raw, dog.
Once you put it in there,
Oh my god.
then
This is
Turn on the light,
Japanese
like-
style,
Yeah, like
B.
on the LED screen, it says what
Yo,
temperature.
This is some sashimi shit, my nigga.
no, it's not hard. The hard part
We're
is
gonna be
that you're trying
serving
to
it on a
keep
live
it
human.
moist.
Like,
So you have to keep basting it with the juice.
You know what? My coworker mentioned that he wanted the juice so he could use that to make the gravy.
He wanted a what? Oh, the turkey
The juice
Yeah,
for the
turkey
gravy.
juice for the gravy.
I like natural gravy, B.
So he
From the
wanted-
tap.
From the tap, my boy. It's some straight baby gravy. That's why I'm so thick. All this protein, my boy.
Hey,
Right before you hit the gym, you hit the pre-workout, dog.
You gotta shake it.
That shit keeps you amped, my boy.
Pre-workout shakes, huh?
Oh my god!
What are you gonna say?
I got a lot of shake weight training.
Are you like
Nervous?
nervous about hosting?
Yeah, he's gonna have to put himself a male turkey. Isn't all that he's gonna make him feel?
But it's
Just like the sororities, everyone's gonna be judging you on every part. Like,
No.
how's the turkey? How's
no,
the
like,
house?
that was the
Is
thing
that
though. Like
host?
invited everybody. Like I was like, yo, I straight up disclaimer.
Mhm.
I was like, I've never cooked a turkey.
yeah.
So
More things.
yo, worst case scenario, we're gonna hit up local stuff. We'll get pizza and wings.
Uh-huh.
I mean, with sides of obviously like
Ranch.
macaroni,
Yeah.
Barbecue.
macaroni, the potato salad.
I like
all that
boneless
stuff.
though.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But
Are boneless
are
wings
people
still
bringing
considered
dishes?
wings?
Oh yeah. It's
so
a
you
potluck.
should
Yeah.
have. Yeah.
How many people are
not-
coming through though?
Well, I'm
There's a
expecting
decent
like
amount.
about 20 people.
No invite though.
You didn't
20
get
people.
invited. You think it?
It's a lot of
NoNamers
people.
was invited.
I wasn't
I
invited.
was
though.
invited.
No. Well, you guys obviously are not in with the crowd, dog. So
This
I've
the
heard the
only
turkey story,
job,
though.
the only
He
job
opened up
someone
YouTube
had.
and tried to send a message.
But like,
So he went to his go-to app. Hey, how do you message on YouTube?
so how do you guys like do like MySpace?
I didn't get a message, fool, so I'm not invited.
I'm not worried about that because everybody
It's
like,
bringing something.
Yeah, everybody's bringing something.
I would have brought a turkey.
And if the turkey goes bad, like we have ham, we have.
Well, yeah, just don't undercook it. Like,
I say you get everyone sick. Dog.
yeah, don't get people sick.
Salmonella turkey?
Like your shit's super rubbery, you can't even carve into it, dog. Like that'd be funny, dog.
What if you're solely responsible for like half the workforce at your job not going to work the next day? They all got salmonella, dog.
If was a match,
They got a couple of days to recover, dog.
Oh, all right, that's right.
Yeah, we good.
just make a turducken, fool.
That'd be high.
Oh
No, yeah.
Is the duck inside a turkey?
Renee did
What?
like a triple, like where
It's a
it's
chicken inside a
there's
duck
a dog,
inside
and then there's a chicken. and
Oh, a dog.
There's a fucking
It's a pig. It's a
I don't think-
duck, and
What?
then there's a chicken.
Oh, I was like, this nigga's eating dogs,
I heard
dude.
dog. I was like,
like
a
you
dog?
stuff a dog with a chicken.
And I was like, yo, my nigga,
Get in
like,
there, puppy.
what kind of YouTube videos is he watching?
Oh,
And then
Yeah.
we fucking
That
deep fry
Russian
that
shit,
shit,
huh?
dog.
Oh my
Like,
God.
No, it's like a dog.
yeah.
A duck inside
Yes, there's a
chicken?
chicken inside a duck inside a turkey. That's the turducken, fool.
turducken.
turducken.
That's dope.
It was pretty good. I
Yeah?
tasted that last
Can you
year,
taste the
yeah.
difference between them? Or
Oh, you gotta put a little mouse all the way inside, though.
Willow, aka Codornices, big dog.
Those are the little chickens, fool.
Yeah.
It's like
But they're not chickens.
I
Fool.
thought
They're
it
like,
was
What are they
pigeons,
called?
huh?
no, they're like quail. Fool.
Hand-fed,
Yeah, it's like
quail.
It's pheasant actually, but
I know pheasant.
it's pheasant. Fool, but I just like call them
fucking
quail.
goat.
Oh,
goat
ah,
would be pretty
shit.
good.
is it the before or after the episode of Thanksgiving happens that we talk about what we're thankful for?
Before.
It's this
Before.
one, right? It's this one.
Fuck basic shit.
Well, we've done it every
Yeah,
year.
well, it's basic, though.
Yo, like you came at me like last night, like, "Oh, what are you thankful for, dog?" And I was like, "Dog, what for life? I don't know, like
The
you fucking-
patriarchy.
Yeah, he's just like,
I'm
like
thankful for you too.
This was thankful for gender dynamics. I'm thankful
for
status
Trump
quo
being
as a
president,
thing.
dog. Yeah, dog.
What
What else do we need?
You were
Yeah.
like, women don't know how to cook that anymore.
Women don't know
He's
how
like,
to
this is
kick.
Facts, though. No.
Like, this is 2017.
You just can't ask anybody to fucking cook deviled eggs, dog. Like, really?
Why are you
I like
asking
huevos,
anybody
though.
for deviled eggs, though?
I like me some good huevos food when they're prepared right.
Who did you?
We're
Scrumptious, my
making the
boy.
list of like who's bringing what,
Uh-huh.
and we put like deviled eggs on there, and I was like, oh, you can ask this person.
I don't like
They have a
deviled
wife.
eggs that much though.
Yeah.
He's like,
They're
they have a
too
wife,
sweet.
you can ask them, and then he's like,
Uh-huh.
women
They
don't know
have
how to do
a
that anymore.
wife.
Oh, like,
They don't.
2017. Like,
I like how the first thought is they have a wife. Second thought is like, do they know still though?
well, because like certain dishes you're not gonna give to a single guy to make. Like, no,
Yeah,
a wife
yeah.
needs to handle this.
Why?
Because like a wife will probably be able to like make sure there's
Alright.
enough
All
for
right.
one. Guys are gonna be like, I made this small plate, and there's 30
No,
people.
see, every time.
Okay,
someone,
like
for our
this
thing-
is true though. There's some men that have terrible like mind for like proportion size.
yeah.
Like my
Even
boy
him,
over
like, how many
here,
people?
my boy over here, like he always goes overboard and he wants like
That's
a giant
better, though.
party tray. And then you have some guys that like they make little dishes. It's like y'all
Yeah, like,
fools don't know how
Is
to
it all
like
the
think.
drinks I brought?
They don't know how to calculate. Oh yeah.
I've had Gerst's since birth though.
That's what look, I've had girls since birth, and that's what gives me my self worth.
Okay.
I like to rap.
See, I always figured like it's better to have more than
Yeah,
not have
straight as
enough.
good.
Exactly.
The last thing you need is
D23 in his cup.
the last thing you need is for a bunch of people to be hungry and not have enough.
That's the thing though. Like, say, like for Christmas, right?
Who's
Like
overeating,
my
though?
fam, like they fucking get like 30 pounds of like masa.
Mm-hmm.
For like,
I've had shits like that. Fool.
no, but
there's
like,
a lot of
that
masa
sounds
there,
like
bro.
it's enough for like a certain amount of people, but it's like that's not all we're having. We're not just having tamales. We're
But
having
there's leftovers.
we're having champurrado.
know
We're
how
having
much you eat, dog. They
menudo.
don't
We're
wanna
having
fucking be like,
buñuelos.
Well,
we're
but
having,
the thing is that like the main dish, like the centerpiece dish, has to be the biggest one because
Yes.
that's the one that everyone's supposed to like eat.
And then don't
And
just make
everything-
one kind of
everything-
tamal. You gotta make red ones,
Yeah.
green ones,
Yeah.
sweet
But the
ones.
thing is, everything else is they're supposed to be complimentary, like
To the
dishes
main dish.
or side dishes.
but if we
you know, so
were,
how many
if,
people are you having over? Like,
if we're
said 20.
organized, like say like
No.
like Indian people, right?
No, he's saying
Where-
his family.
Where they say like,
Oh.
hey, we're gonna have a 5-course meal where we bring out dish one, everybody
Indian
eats.
people?
Dish two, boom. Dish
This was
three,
like,
boom.
shared.
who's bringing
Dish
the curry to my party?
It's like
Bougie.
that.
don't like
That would
curry,
be
though.
like organized. Like
Shit
it'd be
makes
like, all
me
right,
shit.
no, like
Yeah, okay.
this motherfucker's like, all right, only like 2 people are gonna have tamales. Only 5 people are gonna have menudo. Only 3 people are gonna have pozole. Like,
It
dude,
sounds like you want your mom to all of a sudden become a gourmet chef and like do like
The 5-star.
5-star dishes and
Yeah.
and like 4-course meals and like
Or you
sorbet
could
in
have,
between.
since you're having so many people bring stuff, you just make sure you portion it out to like everyone
You
has
forget
a
your
little
family's
bit
from
of
Oaxaca,
taste.
dog?
Like,
yeah, and
Or
that's
from
pretty
Celaya,
fucked
bro?
up. Like everybody has
well, you just,
everything to eat. Like
yeah,
no one's gonna eat everything.
I mean,
Mm.
you could put shit.
use a little taste here and there of stuff, and then whatever
And
after
then,
they
you know, the
taste, then
leftovers.
everyone can have.
But he doesn't like there
leftovers.
being extra food. Fool. That's like a waste of money.
Yo,
to
there's
him.
like motherfuckers that like don't have anything to eat, and we're
Wait,
over
the-
here like having like a like.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Are you worried that there's families not eating in Thanksgiving?
No, he's worried that some family is overeating his share.
I've never gone to his
didn't say
party.
that. I didn't say that.
What is-
You kind of
Wait,
pointed.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This motherfucker, you invite him, dog. He shows up with like 6 people, dog.
Yeah.
You gotta with the crew, bro.
The fuck?
He's got to tap people back with other people's shit. Fool.
Yeah.
Hey, Nestor, come through,
He's
dog.
not gonna
And
tap you
you're-
back, but he's
you're
like-
accounting for like Nestor. Like,
I mean, do you want your
Adrian.
parties to be fun or be shit like most of the time?
Do you want your parties to get ruined by assholes or not?
people who shit on themselves, dog.
Bougie and shit? I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
homie, though. That fool shit himself.
Like,
loves little Boba Fett.
what do you want
He's,
from a party?
he's saying like White Elephant. You know how some people showed up to White Elephant without anything?
I like how Adrian during Friendsgiving kept saying these fools didn't bring shit, even though they did
Yes,
bring some
dog.
stuff.
Everybody brought stuff,
Yeah.
We're all
so I don't know what he
adults.
is. Huh?
Everyone's an
No,
adult.
people brought stuff, but he just kept saying they didn't bring anything, which made me laugh.
Sounds just to make Joe laugh. You know me. I'm an asshole. So.
Okay. And then for White Elephant, people that didn't bring anything got called out, and they went and got stuff.
I brought a gift and I
No,
took off
yeah.
early.
Yeah. Your gift went to someone else that didn't.
Who?
But
He bought condoms.
he brought, was it condoms
Extra
and,
small,
and lottery tickets?
Condoms, bro.
Also the
Lottery tickets? I don't remember.
I think he
that
did.
you
But I
went
figured,
to
like,
lottery-
Forgot
somebody-
his lottery tickets in the bag.
I
dog.
figured someone you
some
need to
lottery
use condoms when you have sex, bro, and
But
not
I'm like,
married, dog. Like,
But
That
they need to be
wasn't-
see-through, food, so you don't
Yeah.
get thrown off if there's blood
No,
in your
no
sample.
blue.
Like,
that wasn't $20 worth of condoms. Like,
that shit was like
he took it out of his wallet. Like, oh, I forgot, dog. Here's a.
He had a resupply for
He
it.
had a, yeah.
The real?
Nah, you resupply at Costco, B. They give you like
Yeah.
120 packs for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Facts. Fool.
Well, now,
Like, unless you're getting like novelty packs at like Romantics or something, you know, like
Oh, you still go to your alma mater and hit up their health, their health
Health
office
department?
for free condoms,
10 for a
motherfucker. That's
dollar.
what I do,
You're
B.
6 for a week.
Oh no, they just help yourself.
Ours was 6 for a week and then 10 for $1.
damn.
No, I just come up and because they just give you little brown bags and you just fill them up,
yeah.
so they don't even charge us.
My brother used to sell them. I would get them in college and I'd take them like to my brother and he'd sell them in high school.
Nice.
I
It
like
sounds like
the,
$1 a piece.
I like the ones that are colored, but they're not scented. Like they're not flavored.
They're not flavored.
Just because I like colors and shit. That shit makes your shit look cool.
Colors.
Purple, homie.
tie dye. That's where it's at.
That's too weird.
That'll be high.
You're drunk and now you think your dick's dancing on its own, and you're like, oh, no,
Only if I
I'm
have
drunk
rainbow
right now.
socks, bro.
You use your sock as a condom? What? That's high, B. That's next level, fool.
People have to come in sandwich bags. Man.
What? Dorito bags.
Or a Dorito bag.
Wasn't shit like the South, dog.
Or just fucking a Dorito bag on.
Plastic wrap.
Saran wrap.
Saran wrap.
Saran wrap.
So she's gonna saran wrap it up?
Saran wrap.
You just pour lotion on the bitch and you're like fucking... What happens?
But it's used saran wrap. It's like
I gotta make
something from the leftovers.
Hold on, let me flip it over. There's mayo on this side.
Cool, I'll wash it out.
You just get a quick little spritzer bottle.
It's probably a good place to stop it.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys for listening. Please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the iTunes. Check out the Patreon. That's all. That's pretty much it. So I'm Nestor.
I'm a male turkey.
I am the male turkey.
No, I'm Arthur.
And our guests,
Fozzie.
Devin.
Thank you guys for listening, and we'll check you guys next week.